Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, an actual play podcast. Every episode micro-plot is a complete adventure with a beginning and an end that fits into the overarching macro-plot of the whole season. Because they stand sturdily on their own, you can listen to these adventures in any order and can skip any you don't enjoy. Today we are playing using the combat mechanics from a game called Outgunned. It's our first time playing, so we might make some mistakes. If you enjoy these mechanics, you can find Outgunned on freeleaguepublishing.com. Build your own Outgunned character and play a game with friends. Speaking of friends, today we are joined by Belladonna Muriel.
Well, hello there. My name is Belle, short for Bella, and I think short for Belladonna. And I'm actually a little yellow canary, although I do have a little gnome-sized wooden puppet that I have with me. And I can do all sorts of things with the little puppet. But most of what I love to do with it is dress her up. So today my little gnome puppet is wearing a purple poodle skirt with black top and little ruffles on it, and it has a few little trinkets sewn into it, mostly shiny things that don't match, but the shine is what matters. In this game of Outgunned, I am an ace pilot, but I'm also a bit of a cheater. I'm let's see, and most of my top stats are in nerves and crime. But I swear that I'm a good little birdie.
Muriel Marquith.
Oh, hello, everybody. It's your favorite grandma, Muriel. So I'm a gnome, so I'm pretty short. I've got wrinkled skin and some white hair, and I've, always got a bag of goodies with me, some cookies and stuff, and maybe a flask filled with adult juice. In Outgunned, my role is a nobody, but I'm a somebody to someone. And also I'm a good Samaritan, because, you gotta be kind to everybody. My top stats are in smooth and focus, because I've still got my wits about me in my old age. So that's me.
Arik Jorgsen.
Oh, good day, chums. I'm Arik, a human man, young, maybe 20, blonde hair, kind of pushed back, a little longish. I usually stay kind of fairly well dressed, and in our Outgunned, I play a sleuth. And I'm kind of cool, but sort of distressed. I seem like a little nervous, like I got some stuff going on, and I'm trying to figure it out. My best stats are ironically in nerves, and not too bad at crime either. Mostly in like figuring out streetwise kind of things.
And Muse Martinez.
Hey guys, you know exactly who this is. It's me, Muse. I have long black hair with bright pink highlights, a leather jacket. Of course, I look like a rock star because that's exactly what I am. In Outgunned, my role is Ace, and I am bad to the bone, baby. Of course you know that.
Fantastic. You are all in the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild Hall. The guild is a large building with a bar, a sitting area with wooden tables and chairs, and a wall with a corkboard and job flyers posted. You hear raised voices and a glass bottle shattering.
Muriel is probably at the bar. She's got her teacup in front of her, might have a little dash of something extra in it, but not as much as she usually would. She's been cutting back a little bit since she reunited with her daughter the last episode she was in. So she's trying to cut back her alcohol consumption a little bit. But when she hears the glass chatter, she will startle and look around and maybe spill a little of her tea, and that makes her quite grumpy.
Belle is just sitting up in the rafters, just watching. And her little gnome puppet is actually, so like in the last episode that she was in, she had to be connected to her puppet in order to have it move. But now they can actually like both move simultaneously without her having to be with it. So Belle is currently in the rafters, definitely checking out what's going on. And the gnome is just kind of sitting over in just like one of the random chairs, just like smiling.
Yeah, Arik was off in like a shady corner trying to learn how to like drinking coffee, and is just sort of sipping it and sort of making a face and taking notes as he watches people. And as the sound of the bottle breaks, he'll kind of hop to his feet and say, "What's all the commotion?"
I will say Muse is definitely at the bar, probably flirting with somebody. We all know this to be true. And the sound just catches her attention and she just turns on, "Okay, who wasted perfectly good alcohol?"
As you turn around, a glass bottle that is flying through the air hits the person you were flirting with, knocking them out cold. A janitor woman with brown hair, who just broke a glass bottle over another bar patron's head, is stuffing a napkin into the front pocket of her janitor overalls. She picks up a mop, turns behind her, and breaks the mop in a midsection side sweep, collapsing another bar patron who had been about to punch her.
What is this?
A bar fight.
Yeah.
I say, chums, a brawl.
Muse is just stunned that the person that she was flirting with is just KO'd right there. She just mouth agape and just, what just happened?
Muriel's gonna stand up from the bar and step in front of the janitor and just say, "Oh, now, dearie, you should put that down. This is a no violence area in the Kittens Guild Hall."
You're in front of her. Let's go to combat. Okay. We're going to have, because I give you all a chance to do a quick utterance. I think maybe Arik, you have a chance to do a little bit something. Do you want to make a skill or attribute roll before we enter combat? Because I didn't quite give you a chance.
Yeah, maybe just assess and see if I can tell, like, judging by, this glass is knocked over, this stool is placed. Can I see what set this off?
Yeah. So I'm looking at the rulebook on page 47, and I think that would be awareness as a skill. Keep your eyes and ears open. Notice incoming threats.
Sounds good. I have 5 dice.
And you can use any attribute with any skill, so you don't have to use crime. They're on the character sheet for the listeners. It's arranged kind of like headers and subsections, so a lot of people assume that you can only use the header that's above the skill. But you can use any of those 5 attributes with any skill. Brawn, nerve, smooth, focus, and crime. So, if you were using brawn, it would be like for a physical effort, like you'd be lifting a table to look under it. That's your awareness check. If you were using nerves, it would be like something that requires steady hands and quick reflexes. So perhaps you would, how would you nerves awareness? You guys can come up with suggestions too.
I think I'd like to use nerves and say, flavor that as kind of, instead of diving for cover or rushing in, he's quickly assessing before letting his kind of fight or flight kick in.
Okay. And then there's focus. Focus is like concentrating and noticing details, and
you could do like nerves and detect together.
Yeah. You can definitely use detect to notice clues. So anyway, make a roll. A nerves attribute does make sense because maybe you're preparing to dive away, your quick reflex.
Yeah, not a terrible roll, but I did get 1 match. It's too bad straights don't count, but it is 1 match of 3s.
Okay, so you have a pair of 3s. And for this game, for us playing today, I'm going to ask you to read off all your dice. It's just easier. I'll be writing them down and helping you figure out your options. So you have 3-3.
3-3, 1, 2, 5, 6.
Yeah. Would you like to keep that, or would you like some options?
I think I'm good with this. I'm assuming it's a low stakes thing, and if it's not, we'll figure it out.
Well, critical is the standard difficulty for all things in this game, which means 3 dice to succeed. So this would be a failure. You would fail to notice something if you keep this. But you can re-roll by spending your pair of 3s to re-roll your 1, 2, 5, and 6 if you want.
Yeah, I might as well if it's a failure anyway. 3 2s and a 1. Much better.
That's
Oh,
a critical
all right.
success with the 3 2s, right?
Yes, 33221. All right. So I'll give you a, let's see what awareness is. Keep your eyes and ears open. Notice incoming threats. I'm going to give you a +1 from your nerves, requiring quick reflexes for the next time you dodge. So add a dice to your next dodge roll for this bar scene. And for your awareness, keep your eyes and ears open. Notice incoming threats. I'm going to give you a clue. You really notice the flapping white piece of paper sticking out of one of the janitor's front pockets. All right, so I'm going to move us to combat now. Everyone, there's beer bottles flying through the air. There's 3 of these janitors. Isn't that weird? That's a lot of janitors for a bar. I don't know if that's the right number of janitors. Why are they all wearing janitor costumes? Anyway, everyone, attacks are generally made to all players in Outgunned, and everyone is going to have to make a roll to try to not get hit with a flying beer bottle. You will need to get 3 matching dice to not get hit with a flying beer bottle. If you don't get 3 matching dice, you're going to have 3 grit damage.
And are we choosing which skills we're using to avoid it?
Yes, for example, if Arik rolls to dodge using that nerves attribute, they've got a +1 for them. But other things you can do are, like, you can just endure it. You can just be like, the beer bottle hit me, but I don't care. That's the endure skill.
I have the get down feat, where you and another hero quickly hide, dodge a hail of bullets, or avoid being run over without needing to roll the dice.
Ooh.
And it just takes my whole turn. Uh-huh.
I will let you pick who based on who fails.
Perfect.
I think that's very generous.
So I know that there are beer bottles flying. Can I roll smooth? No. I guess. Okay. Smooth style to actually like do some cool like flying maneuvering to go through the bottles, like around the bottles, and grab the piece of paper from the pocket.
So let's read what Smooth and Style do on page 47. Smooth shows off how you interact with and manipulate other people. So if you're playing a mind game with one of the janitors, sure. And Style is about proving your artistic talent. So if you're performing a concert, sure.
Okay, so probably more bronze stunts then.
So let's read what those do. Brawn is a physical effort attribute, which it sounds like you're flying. And stunt is that you jump or run, dodge bullets, etc. That does sound like a good match. Yeah.
Cool. So I have 2 points in brawn and 3 points in stunt. So I'm going to be rolling a total of 5d6.
Excellent. And we'll come back to what those numbers are. We've got you all settled. So brawn and stunt for Belle. Does everyone else know what do you want to announce what you're rolling?
I'm thinking I might want to do something with like style and dexterity, but I'm not exactly sure what, because I was like, you said performing, and I was like, hello, that's me. So could I, once I'm done being shocked,
Well, right now we're just seeing whether or not you get shot. So this is how you
Okay.
react to beers coming at you.
I have pretty good dexterity, so I could just hit the deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so what's your attribute? That's your skill? I recommend nerves. You have 3 in nerves, and nerves is often used for like quick reflexes.
Yeah.
So nerves and dexterity would give you 6 to roll.
Okay. All right.
Good, you're settled. So we'll come back to you with those 6 dice results. And Arik, what are you rolling?
I'm thinking nerves and fight to watch which ones are coming my way and either block or move so I don't get beamed.
That makes a lot of sense. And if you're dodging, you have that +1 that's consumable and that's gone. Okay,
Yeah, I'll use
so
that as well.
Muriel, what are your dice results and say what you're role-playing doing?
I have that feat, so I don't have to roll any
that's
dice.
right. Sorry, we're going to see who fails first. So you are ducking and you're taking whoever fails with you.
Yes.
Who's got their dice ready?
So I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. However, I have the parkour feat. I gain a free reroll when jumping, performing feats of acrobatics, or breaking a fall.
Unfortunately, you need a basic success to get a reroll of any kind.
That's right.
Which means
Darn
you
it.
need a pair of dice. Yeah. Hey, Muriel, I think I know who you're taking with you.
Yeah. Good thing I'm itty bitty.
Yeah. Oh, so you're flying through the air.
Yeah.
And then
Belle is just like, oh my gosh, this is my time to shine. And she goes in and she's a bird. She doesn't actually see the clear glass of one of the bottles and she runs right into it. And she ricochets and just kind of like plops over onto the bar right next to Muriel. She's just like,
Muriel will snatch you off the bar and she'll go, oh, come here, dearie, and shove you into her bosom.
Aw. Thank goodness for Muriel. And you guys, if you want to have the cover rules, I can pull those up real quickly here. You guys are in cover. Are you... I would say since that was your whole turn, that's full cover, not just partial cover. So the cover rules are... Because you spent your whole turn getting fully covered, you automatically succeed on reaction defending rolls, which is what you're doing right now. But your attack rolls are made with 3 fewer dice. Okay?
Got it.
All right. Arik, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was 3 2s and 3 1s. So I think you dodged pretty well.
Oh my goodness. This is a great time to mention the additional success rule in Outgunned, which is that when you succeed more than once, you can use that success for a friend. You got 3 2s and 3 1s, so if you want to help...
Yeah, I'd like to catch one of the bottles heading to somebody else or deflect it. Help them out.
So the last person we're seeing if they got hit or not with a beer bottle is Muse.
I got 3 5s.
Okay, well then, Arik, you can use your extra success to counterattack. You're holding a beer bottle. You want to throw it at him?
Yeah, he'll catch it and then just, on impulse, throw it right back at whatever belligerent janitor action is going on in here. And he'll feel bad about it. It was just instinct. He just caught it and threw it back. And oops, we should probably maybe try and settle things down. Oh well.
You knock them down from 9 grit to 8 with your returned beer bottle throw. That ends their attack. And everybody, now there's the way combat works in Outgunned is that there's like an action and a reaction phase. That was your reaction phase as you reacted to the bar fight breaking out around you. Now you have an action phase where you have 1 quick movement and 1 action on your turn. I've got that Muriel and Belle are ducking behind the bar counter, and you have -3 to your attacks if you stay there. But you won't get attacked. So, pros and cons. It's up to you.
So I do have a puppet that is also independently just not undercover. So
Mechanically, it is undercover if you are.
Okay, good to know.
You got 1 body in Outgunned. Maybe it's that you can't see your puppet and operating it makes you have 3 less dice because you're like swing and it punches a wall and you're like not there.
So I think I'm actually going to try and help people out by getting out of cover and providing covering fire. So I would, let's see. So I do have somewhat of a magical attack. It's listed as assault rifle in the Outgunned mechanics. But I have some magic feathers that I will get out of total cover and try and shoot those to try and provide covering fire.
Yeah, with your rapid fire. So they look like canary feathers. Mechanically, they're an assault rifle. And they give you, covering fire gets you +1 to your next reaction roll. So make sure to remember the next time a beer bottle comes at you, you get a +1. Sounds great.
Yes, she is eager to redeem herself.
Can you read the covering fire thing or describe it?
Yes. So, with covering fire, my friends gain +1 to their next reaction roll. And when I lay down covering fire, I use my full turn and make no action roll. So I don't get that penalty from staying in full cover either. So this is just like a help action.
Yeah, and what that looks like is that you quick action came out from behind the counter, so you're no longer in full cover. You don't get the -3. You can see things. And you feather everywhere.
I just flap my little itty bitty wings and I'm just like, everyone go. She's just got like this itty bitty voice, but a big, big heart. And there's literally just like magic bolts of yellow light that look like feathers that are just like coming from her flapping wings. And then she is just going to like try and make sure she can help everybody, because clearly she's not really good enough to be flying through glass.
Thank you, Belle. That was a great turn. Who wants to go next? Oh, covering fire, does that hit the enemies is a good question. I don't think it does.
No, it's mainly just for, it's kind of like to serve as a distraction. It doesn't say it actually hits anyone.
Okay. I wonder if it's a bonus you add on to an attack, because you are using your weapon, right?
I guess it kind of is.
Yeah, I think you also get to roll to hit. So
okay.
the assault rifle uses the shoot skill, and you can use probably the nerves with that. So if you want to roll 6 dice plus 1 because you're in close range,
and then -3 because I'm undercover.
You popped up.
Oh, okay.
You
cool.
quick action
That doesn't
popped up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let me roll those now.
Unless you want to keep being untargeted next turn, and then you would stay, but keep your 3 dice down.
I got 2 3s, 3 6s, and a 1. So that's a critical success and a basic success.
Ooh. The critical success will do a grit damage to them if you would like.
Yes, I would like.
Okay.
It's like a magical splinter.
Because you are doing covering fire, I just want to remind you that you need to spend your next turn reloading.
Yes.
So I'm going to remove one of these X's from your character sheet, as you'll use that next turn to reload.
Perfect.
Great. We've got Muse, Arik, and Muriel who haven't gone yet.
Yeah, Muriel will pop out from behind the bar. Oh, and she has a rocket launcher flavored as magic.
I definitely just imagine Muriel like popping out. Get it, suckers.
Yeah, it can just be a rocket launcher that shoots magic instead. She pulls it out of her giant carpet bag that she carries with her everywhere. It's a fold-out rocket launcher. It's not, it collapses.
I'm reading the
so
stats of
scary.
your rocket launcher, and that reminds me that because the rocket launcher has slow reload, that reminds me that Belle, it's a quick action to reload, not your full action. Yeah. Keep going, Muriel. I'm reading about your rocket launcher.
All right. She would like to try to hit somebody.
Yeah, that's going to use your shoot skill, your choice of attribute. It could be focus because it's magic and you're concentrating on magic. That would give you 6 dice to roll from just your attribute and skill.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Because they're at close range, you'll get an extra 2 from the weapon, and then because it's gambling when you're at close range, you'll get an extra dice from that. So that puts you at 9 dice. You are at a lot of dice. But every one that you keep at the end of
That's
this roll
amazing.
will hurt. It's explosive, so it will hurt all nearby heroes for every one that you roll, which will be everyone in this bar.
Oh, great.
Your magic's kind
Okay.
of strong. Is very
It
strong.
is strong. And I just rolled really well.
Nice.
Really well. 3 3 4 4 6 6 1 1 1.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Can screenshot and send if confirmation
no,
is
no, no,
needed.
you're fine.
But yes.
I mean,
So-
more for posterity.
Yeah.
You got some options here. One of the options is that you could keep one of your pairs, like the 3s, the 4s, or the 6s, and re-roll every other dice, which might
Okay.
reduce your number of 1s. Otherwise, you're
Okay.
dealing 3 damage to everybody in this bar.
But if I fail, I will lose that success. Is that correct?
Yeah, so that actually matters a lot more when you're defending, because you can mitigate damage with every pair. So if this was incoming damage, each of those basics could reduce your incoming damage by 1. So the incoming attack would be doing 3 damage to you, but with your pair of 3s, pair of 4s, and pair of 6s, you'd be down to 0 incoming damage. And that's why throwing away the, air quotes, spending your basic success matters for defending. For attacking, it's a little bit less important, because you're not going to have to mitigate damage. I mean,
Okay.
most people most people don't hurt themselves when they attack, but you are Muriel, the very powerful mage.
I am. I did explode an entire greenhouse at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said I would keep one of my pairs and then re-roll the rest of them?
Yeah, your 3s, your 4s, or your 6s.
I will keep my 6s and re-roll the rest of them. Okay. So I got 4 5s and 2 3s and 1 2.
Ooh, look at how many fewer ones that is. You didn't blow up your
So many
friends this
fewer ones. Excellent.
The 4 5s are pretty sweet.
Yes, you were
Yeah.
going to do not only the normal damage, but let me just double check these rules real quick. You did extreme, right? Yeah. So there's
Yeah, it should be
basic,
an
which is
extreme.
2 dice. Critical, which is 3 dice. Extreme, which is 4 dice. You actually get a free bonus cool action.
Oh.
So you can describe it. As you describe, I'll look up how many grit damage you did. How's that?
Okay. My cool action. Oh, she totally does like the cool guy slide across the bar to get to the other side. Like it's real smooth, which is not something you would expect from a granny. And she pops out the other side with her giant rocket launcher that shoots magic. And she
You're
says,
somehow
"Come at
also
me."
going. You're somehow also going in slow motion.
Yes. Yes. Slow motion at a normal speed somehow. It doesn't make logical sense, but it looks really cool.
That's amazing. All right, I'm not super certain what happens when an enemy has a critical difficulty rating and you get an extreme. So I'm going to give you 2 grit. Does that sound good? Instead of 1?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so that whittles them down. They started out with 9, and now they're at 8, 7, 6, 5 remaining grit.
Excellent.
We have Arik and Muse, who haven't gone yet. What do you do for these janitors?
Is it possible to, like, ascertain to, like, if there's, like, a leader or, like, somebody who, like, started it?
Yes, you can tell who started it. It's definitely these janitors, as they stuffed a napkin down their front overall, and everyone who was reaching for the napkin, they're beating off with beer bottles. Like, go away, this is my napkin.
So this is all over a napkin and somebody's shirt. Could, I am super, super stealthy and, so I'm thinking that while everybody is, like, distracted fighting, could I, like, mosey my way over to the person who has the thing in their pocket? You said it was a napkin?
Yes, it is poking out slightly. You can still see the tip of the white square.
Okay, I would like to try to flirt with this person and try to distract him and just take it out. Just, it's mine now. So...
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a woman. She has brown hair and dark brown eyes.
Don't matter to me.
She's wearing a janitor's overall jumpsuit.
All right, I'll say to her, that actually looks really good on you, girl. You come around here often?
Just turn
And
on
that's
that
like
charm.
me flirting.
Yeah. Let's use your crime attribute because you're stealing and your flirt skill. So that's 3 dice and 3 dice. Roll 6 dice for that. And this is the first time that you're meeting this person. So how about your elegant clothes? It grants help to make a good impression. Get a 7th dice because you're making a first impression.
Yeah, and, I would just be like, this may be our first time meeting, but I feel like we've met somewhere before. Your eyes are just so deep and beautiful. So you said 7?
I mean, who wouldn't be distracted in battle by that?
Yeah,
you.
7 dice.
Okay. Oh, man. Ducky Dice, you have done me justice. Okay, I'm gonna have to replace this one because I can't read the numbers, so I'm gonna have to re-roll that one if it's okay with you.
Yeah, and actually, I just looked at my paper, like the thing I should do when I'm running combat, and they actually defend on a basic, so that means they're down by 2 more because of Muriel's explosions. I'm glad I wrote this dice down because, I can keep track.
Okay.
I did my job.
All right, we've got 3 consecutives.
Actually, they might, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they only have 2 grit left. Anyway, sorry to retcon that.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh yeah, this is a not dangerous roll. This is a roll to see if you get that mapkin.
Yeah. I have 3 2s. I have 3 2s, 2 3s, and a 5.
The 3 2s is a success at the critical difficulty rating. You smuggle that, maybe both.
It is definitely both.
I'll just like put my arms on her shoulders and just be like trace my little fingers down to her little pocket and just be like, girl, you work this so good. This is fashion beauty. I don't know how you're working this, but you're working this. You are sexy as hell. And she'll take it.
You have acquired the mapkin. Arik, you left. And they have 2 grit left because I'm better at reading my own paper. What do you do?
Yeah, following up on that devastating burst of magic, Arik will use his quick action to close the distance into melee range and just kind of hold his hands up and say that, say, gang, look, it feels like a bit of a biff. Starting a brawl in a mercenary guild hall. Why don't we kind of set all the bottles down and have a chat, or maybe just kind of walk on out, and we'll call this one a day, huh?
They respond by slapping you in the wall next to your head with a beer bottle. The froth gets on you and you smell like an alcoholic now.
So just like Muriel.
A devastating blow.
Yeah,
Arik
his
just
face
doesn't
kind of
have
sinks,
that-
and like a wet cat, he's just, I don't like this.
So what roll are you making?
Oh, I was trying to convince them to leave, but if that's not happening, I just want to punch them.
You can do that.
So that sounds like brawn fight to me.
I just want to punch him.
Yeah, some people gotta get punched.
Yeah. So we're also going to give you you technically are wielding a shotgun. It doesn't look like a shotgun. Again, at Fire Breathing Kittens, we put mechanics in action, mechanics of the shotgun, using the flavor of our characters. So when that beer bottle bursts next to your head and splatters you with, unfortunately, warm and foul-smelling liquid, is it possible that your powers activate?
I don't think so. I think he's a little stunned. He's a little annoyed. It's kind of gross, but I don't think this feels life and death where his powers are
Right.
unchecked at this point.
So maybe the shotgun is your fist or something.
Yeah, or
Okay.
maybe they just catch a Scottish handshake here. But in any case, it's melee.
Yeah, you're in melee range, so you get +1 from that shotgun. And your attribute and skill are?
Yeah, let's do... It feels like brawn is fitting here. So that's 2, and then my fight is 3, plus the 1 for the shotgun, I believe? Yes,
Yes,
melee 1
6
for
dice
shotgun.
total.
Well, that is not great. 2 4s, a 5, a 1, a 3, and a 6. So I spend the 4s. Yeah?
Yeah.
So spend the 4s to reroll the 5, 1, 3, 6. Am I... Oh, cool. 1, 2, 3, 6. That will fail.
Oh, that
Can
sucks.
I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Okay, because this is possibly the combat ending action. You could spend one of your limited resources, adrenaline or spotlight. Adrenaline will get you an extra dice on your roll, and spotlight will... Basically, spotlight's super powerful. You can gain a success without rolling dice. But you only have one spotlight.
Yeah, I want to save that for when we're really in the weeds or in danger. And I don't have any pairs, so I don't think a single one is gonna do it. So I will
Well, you have
take the miss.
4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6. So the 4, 4 is locked in. You're good on that. And
Oh, I thought we discarded them. I was reading that wrong. Okay.
Spent for defense. Yeah,
Okay.
but can't use it for other things.
Yeah, I still think it's unlikely, and I'll save it. So I will take the miss and let somebody go for the glory here.
Okay, they have 1 grit left. Okay, so that actually, I'm going to resolve combat, but I'm going to resolve it in their favor. So, you punch them. You punch them. And it's not a failure, so I'm not going to make you need to reload or anything. The only one who needs to reload is the person who went full cover, or covering fire, not full auto. Okay, they have 1 grit left. Their napkin is gone. And there are a lot of people fighting in this. Yes, you do. They have 1 grit left. Their napkin is gone, and there are a lot of people fighting in this bar. The 3 janitors shout at one another. They say, "You do not have time for this." Generic foreign accent. "We have to quickly go to stop the Alligood from launching. Despite what a good opportunity the napkin was. Come on." Beaten up, her eye swelling into what's going to be a massive shiner, the janitor stumbles and catches herself. She glares at how you have taken her napkin. And to the other janitors, she says, "Imitis said we have to get to the Alligood before it launches. Quick, to the docks." They run out of the bar.
Quick, to the docks.
Should we, follow them? Let's go.
Yeah, of course. Nobody saw that I looked super uncool with the beer and no, we're running. It's fine.
You
I
look
literally
very
ran
cool,
in-
darling.
I literally ran into some glass. You're fine.
Okay, so if you guys are choosing to leave the bar without examining the napkin, I'd like you all to take your headphones off and I'll wave you back in so that I just want to tell the listeners what would have happened if you'd looked at the napkin.
I did want to look at it, but it's a little too late to do that now, so.
Did you? Okay, all right. Anyway, okay, so, if they looked at the napkin, it's a napkin from the bar. The thin paper has marker bled through onto it. Although it's patchwork because the marker didn't bleed through evenly and it's not the original, it's still clear to tell that this is a nautical map of the ocean with an X on it. Nucy the bartender would have popped her head up from behind the bar counter and said, "Whew, they're gone. Never a dull moment. Oh, you've got it. The napkin that started all this. I was cleaning up this morning and found that left over from last night. I found it here." She points to 2 stools at the bar counter. "Where a sea dwarf and a gnome were drinking together late into the night. Here." Seeing a treasure map, several of our bar patrons also declared that they found it too, and that's when the fight broke out. I am retired from all this, so I just ducked under the bar counter. Okay, and I'll wave them back in. The listeners have that clue. All right, y'all are running.
I do have a thingy saying that I have a ride of some sort, so if we need to, I can drive.
I think that sounds great. I may have wings, but I am still a little bird.
I'm not a bird and I don't have wings or a ride.
It's okay, you can be on the dashboard. Alright, so Muse will get out her little carabiner.
Yeah, describe your ride.
It's her tour bus. I will say it's her tour bus. So there's plenty of room. There's a bed in the back. It has posters of herself everywhere. There may or may not be drugs laying about. There's piles of dishes that are undone and this tiny sink. But there are couches. It looks very comfortable. But it definitely looks like she is always on the road. You may be able to find, like, in some cupboards, some, like, merch, maybe a CD of her top songs. It's very vain. Um, but she gets in the driver's seat, she, like, cracks her knuckles.
Ooh, shotgun. Wait, where's shotgun on a bus? Ah.
Do you need a shotgun? I might want to have one in my bag.
No, I think I'll let you handle the heavy weaponry.
Oh, okay. She's gonna settle on one of the couches. I can't run very far anymore. Let's get this baby on the road.
All right, I'm going to push play. I'm going to shuffle all of the songs that I have written, and I will tell you which song is going to be currently on the radio as she drives. So give me 1 second. All right, she puts on the radio, and you hear the introduction to I Found Love, and then the mirror broke.
Aww.
That's pretty good.
Belle, are you on the bus too?
Yes, except that I would like to have the window open and be riding on Muse's shoulder, on the shoulder closest to the window.
The players have decided to initiate a chase. Here are some reminders about the chase mechanics in the game Outgunned. Chases. One cool thing about Outgunned that not many tabletop role-playing games have is official mechanics for how chases work. There are 2 scores to keep track of during chases: need and speed. Need represents the objective of the chase, such as the heroes needing to escape or the heroes needing to catch the villain. For this chase, it's going to be the heroes need to arrive at the docks, and they have a head start, so you want to arrive at the docks before they can set off from the docks, right?
Yeah, I do have a feat called Full Throttle. So it says, when behind the wheel, you ignore penalties from nervous condition and top speed. So, vroom vroom.
You got a good driver. All right, so the need for this chase is that you want to arrive at the docks before they have a chance to depart from the docks. So if you succeed at this chase, that will happen. If you fail at this chase, they will already be departing. Departed. We don't know. I'll figure it out. See how bad you do. All right. Speed. Speed is how fast your vehicle is going, and you use it to whittle down or build up to the need, just like hit points. This chase's need is 8. Speed represents how fast the heroes are going. Vehicles, which are called rides in Outgunned, each have a speed stat that is how fast they start out going during a chase. Muse, what is your ride's speed stat?
I was actually trying to find it.
It is 1. I was just giving
It's
you a
1
chance to
right
talk.
there. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I found it.
Yeah. All right. And you'll notice the 3 little shields next to it. Those are its hit points, which are called armor. All right. They're currently empty because if you lose all 3... Well, I'll explain it. Okay, I'll get there. Anyway, speed stat ranges between 0 and 3. You guys are going to start at 1 because of Muse's cool ride. Here we go. Speed is 1. Got it written down. At the end of each turn, the heroes will fill in as many need boxes as their ride speed. There's 8 need boxes. Chases have action and reaction turns, just like how combats do. During your action turn, you can try to boost your speed by, for example, pushing on the gas pedal, finding a shortcut, etc. Or you can decrease your enemy's speed by hanging out the car window and opening fire on them, etc. Decreasing your enemy's speed number mechanically increases your speed because it's a relative pace between the 2 rides. Chase actions that succeed on a critical difficulty, which are 3 matching dice, increase your speed by 1. Chase actions that succeed on an extreme difficulty, 4 matching dice, increase your speed by 2. If you fail to get even a basic success, 2 matching dice, on a roll during a chase, describe how your ride's speed decreased by 1. Reaction rolls made during a chase are dangerous, which means that when a hero fails a roll, they also will lose grit. So if you are reacting and you fail, you're going to lose grit, and your ride is going to lose armor, and you're going to lose speed. So you can die. clarifying.
I will put a note in chat. I put the lyrics to the song, so if you want to read it, have fun.
Okay. If your speed ever drops below 0, the director can erase an already filled in need box. If your speed ever hits 5, you're going super fast. All action rolls at speed of 5
sorry,
or
do
more
what now?
are gambling, which means ones will hurt you. This is the chase rules, and I've included these in my How to Play PDF, so you can follow along. I'm reading what I wrote. If your speed ever drops below 0, the director can erase an already filled in need box. And if your speed ever hits 5, you're going super fast. All action rolls at a speed of 5 or more are gambling. And if you reach a speed of 6, that is top speed, and the driver, if they're not Muse, because of her feet, and the driver has to suffer a -1 to all their rolls, rolling with 1 fewer dice as you struggle to control the ride. Once you have filled in all the need boxes, the chase is over. Or, starting at the end of the 3rd round, so I'm going to keep track of what round it is. At the end of the 3rd round, the director rolls a dice. If the result is greater than the hero's speed, they lose the chase. Everyone good on the chase mechanics?
Yeah, I think enough to give it a shot.
I want to note, it says here on my feet, it says once per chase. When you reach top speed, you gain 1 adrenaline.
Yes. Yeah. So activate that when you reach top speed. Okay. So right now, the tour bus is going at a speed of 1, and you all have hopped in as Muse drives the tour bus down the streets of Nicomoy. In front of you is a cleaning ladies van. It's got like an ad on the side of it, and there's like soap bubbles and a bar of soap. The janitors that you fought earlier are driving recklessly. I'm going to start with them attacking you. They are going to lean out of their van, and fire at you. Muse, you're the driver, so you roll nerves and drive. You have a 3 in nerves and a 3 in drive, so you're going to roll 6 dice. Everyone else, you're all going to roll nerves plus stealth. However many diamonds you have in nerves, attribute, and stealth skill is how many dice you're going to roll right now. As they're firing at you, oh my goodness.
So Belle got 2 4s and 2 2s. So those are 2 basic successes.
Yeah, they are. Is that what you're going to go with for your final, that's your final answer?
I hate when you ask that question.
Well, we need 3, a match of 3, right?
Yeah.
Well, I can only re-roll the 1, or can I re-roll any mix of dice?
Right now you have options. You're making a reaction roll. So you have 2 basic successes. You can mitigate this so that instead of losing 3 grit damage, you only lose 1. Or you can spend a pair of basics to re-roll. So you'd lock in your 2s to re-roll those 4s, for example. Or you can use an adrenaline to get an extra dice. Especially useful before you re-roll, because then you'll see that extra dice first and then second for the roll and the re-roll. Or you can spend a spotlight to do anything, basically. Spotlights are used to barter with the director.
Yeah, spotlight's a little... Yeah.
You can sacrifice a piece of gear to gain an extra dice.
Yeah, I think I'll actually go and use one of the adrenaline. It's a pretty high pressure situation. So I'll go ahead and use adrenaline to get a +1 to the reroll, and I can also reroll one of the basic successes, right?
So first, just add your extra dice. That's your adrenaline.
Yes.
What's the number?
I got a 5 on my adrenaline die.
Okay, so you're at 44225. Mm-hmm. And then if you want to spend one to a reroll, now you don't have to. You can use that to mitigate the damage. If you reroll and now it's spent, so you can't use it. If you spend it on the reroll and then you don't get a pair, you are at 3 damage. You see why the strategy.
Yeah.
If you don't spend either of these on a reroll, you can mitigate the damage by 2.
You know, I think I'll mitigate the damage by 2. I don't think it's something that I really want to risk right now.
Okay, for failing, I am going to give you a condition and 2 grit damage. So I'm going to pull up your character sheet, and I think that's the first damage anybody's taken.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You have 2 grit damage, and I'm just making a note that you still need to reload.
Oh, that's right.
You're fine. It's a quick action. Yeah. You have the ammo. Okay. So you have 2 grit damage, and I'm gonna write down that's a -1 to the speed, if that makes sense, before the end of... Now, there's an action and a reaction before the speed happens, but that will be a -1 to the vehicle's speed.
Mm-hmm.
If the net result is -1. We're going to add some positives to that later on. Yeah. Okay. And you have a condition. Sorry, I almost forgot.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that this would make you hurt, nervous, foolish, distracted, scared, tired, something else? Some suggested examples are, if you are embarrassed, you could be foolish. And if you're hurt, if you physically injured, you could be hurt.
I think it's more foolish. This is the second time she's made a fool of herself in 5 minutes. So, yes, definitely foolish.
I'm going to check that box in like a fool you look like a fool on your character sheet, and that means that your smooth rolls are all at -1 going forward. All right. Who's next?
I've been dying to tell you this, so I rolled all of my dice. They're all 4s. All of them. That's why I was like...
All 6?
All of them.
All 6 of them?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can take a picture. I can show you if you need to see.
No,
but
you're good. You're good. I believe you.
I was like, I've been dying to tell you.
This is where Muse is meant to be.
Yeah. So technically, if you roll a jackpot, which six dice of a kind, you can become the game master for 1 turn. I don't know if you'd want to do that.
I can do what now? I'm sorry,
you
I
are
just
the
capped
GM.
with that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to be, because I think I'm a fair and beneficent GM, Benevolent.
Yeah,
But if you want to take over the chase scene with all the chase mechanics for 1 turn, you can.
I'm literally good.
Would you like your speed to be max speed?
Vroom vroom baby, let's go.
Okay. I think that's a good reward, right? You go from 1 to 6 speed instantly.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Base
Just
speed
pedal
is now
to the
6.
metal.
The highest it can go, you're at top speed. I think that's a fair...
Could I, just as a flavor, she is locking in, so she's just gonna skip the song that's playing, and she will now start playing Did I Effing Say You Could Stop Partying?
Absolutely.
And she is locking in.
Yes. Oh my, this is a ridiculous roll. I don't think that'll ever happen again.
I don't think so either. I was shocked to see
Yeah, you were
all of these
immediately at
4s.
maximum speed. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. It's gonna be a fast chase. This chase is not gonna last long.
What
Who
happened?
needs the napkin?
It's the magic of the napkin, yeah.
Arik and Muriel, who wants to go next? What did you roll as you're being shot at?
Well, Muriel only had three dice to roll, so she rolled a 4, a 4, and a 1.
Oof. Yeah, do you want that as your final answer?
If I have another option, that'd be lovely.
You can spend adrenaline, you can spend spotlight, you can gamble, which is when you add a dice, but any one hurts you. You can, etc.
Let's take a gamble.
All right. Add a dice. Oh, you've already got a 1. Add a dice.
But then I rolled 3 4s.
Oh, did you get a 4?
I got another 4.
Okay. All right. So you take only 1 damage instead of 3 because you passed the critical difficulty and you just hurt yourself a little bit with your magic, which I think is fair.
That's fair for Muriel, yes. She says, oh, I sparked myself. Whoops.
I have filled in 1 of your grit boxes.
Thank you.
Okay. And so far, the tour bus is only losing 1 armor? Or is it 1 armor per person who got hurt? I will have it lose 1 armor and 1 speed from Belle's failure. Or 1 from each of you. There you go. There we go. All right. Arik, you're last. What are you doing? You getting hit by bullets?
No, I don't think so. I got a 5, a 2, and 3 3s.
Hey, those 3 3s are really handy. You don't get hit with bullets.
I like not getting hit by bullets. I'm weird like that.
Yeah, all the cool kids get hit and fail their rolls, you guys.
Yeah, everybody's always making fun of him, like, oh, this guy doesn't like getting shot. But
Oh, I almost forgot to give Muriel a condition for her fail. Muriel, do you think you might be nervous because you survived danger narrowly? Or could you be embarrassed or hurt? Or just tired?
Honestly, I think she's a little scared.
Scared. All right.
Yeah.
Scared. You have -1 to your crime rolls.
Okay.
You got hit by a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not used to being in high-speed chases like this. She likes to drive 5 miles under the speed limit.
Yeah.
Also, she doesn't have her license anymore because she has to wear bifocals. So,
Aw. That ends the reaction round. The tour bus has 2 armor left, and its speed, well, we'll deal with all the pluses and negatives to the 6 at the end of you guys' action turn. I'm honestly, because of that 6, I'm going to skip this action turn. It's just 6. You're just at 6. It cannot possibly be worse. So I'm going to fill in 6 need boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 2 need boxes left. I'm going to say that because I'm skipping your guys' action turn, we're going to go to another reaction turn. That you can't possibly have succeeded better than to max out your speed in the first round. So we're going to the second round, reaction and then action. They fired at you, but you got faster? What? Why does the tour bus have the ability to ramp up like a Ferrari, is what they're wondering right now.
I have an answer to that, but it would take a little longer.
Yes. So I'm going to roll again. I have this list of things. Another vehicle or obstacle suddenly gets in the way, or I could do something slams into your ride. Ooh, this is entirely different stats. Let's do something slams into your ride. That's better. It doesn't use nerves. It uses brawn.
I have a feat, so when they do that, can I do a crazy stunt? Because it says like I have crazy stunt. So if like they ram into me, can I just like ram back?
I just want you to read the wording of crazy stunt.
When you're driving, make a crazy maneuver to destroy your ride and flip a coin. So I don't want to do that. Never mind. I thought I could be cool.
You can. I'll let you.
No, I'm good. Thanks. I'm literally good. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm good.
You do get an adrenaline because, as we remember, when you hit full speed, top speed, you get an adrenaline. So I'm going to add that on your character sheet. You have 3 adrenaline, Muse. Once per chase, when you reach top speed, you gain 1 adrenaline from full throttle. And you don't have to worry about the -1 to your roll from top speed. Okay, you guys just go fast.
I have a need for speed.
Yeah. So what's happening now is that something slams into your ride. I gotta go with a cart full of cabbages. I got
It's a classic for a reason.
Just
for reasons.
my cabbages.
The driver is going to roll brawn plus drive, and the others are going to roll brawn plus endure.
I have an ability called Outsmart, where I can make a reaction roll of any kind using no instead of the required skill. I would like to put myself in the most durable spot of this tour bus to withstand the hit rather than endure.
Yes. That'll give you an extra dice because you have a 2 in endure and a 3 in no. So you're rolling 5 instead of 4. That's better.
Better is better.
Describe how you know how to brace yourself from collision with a cart full of cabbages. Like, what book did you read that prepared you for this?
Yeah, he's read the owner's manual. He's probably the only one on the bus who did.
But I'd like to think he read it in the last 2 seconds we've been in the car.
There's bullets flying by, and he's just like, yeah, nope, not the starter. No, not.
Oh, this would be an interesting read. Yes.
he's just trying to find out why it's so fast.
Yeah.
I got a pair of 6s.
A pair. Can you read all your dice?
So I only have 3 because I have a 2 in brawn and 1 in endure. So I got a 6, a 6, and a 5. I'm a little birdie with hollow wings, hollow bones.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's a fail. I'm gonna give you a second condition. It's gonna be your choice. Won't be tired, scared, distracted, nervous, hurt.
Definitely scared at this point.
Aw. Okay, you get a -1 to your crime rolls. And you're gonna lose 3. Well, would you like to spend your pair of 6s to mitigate one of this damage?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can you only lose 2 grit? You're fine. You have another 4 grit loss before you hit the bad box on the grit box track.
I mean, as the way things are going, that's going to be in 2 turns. So.
Oh, this chase ain't gonna last 2 turns. Don't worry.
Oh, thank goodness.
Muriel rolled 5 dice. She rolled a 1, a 4, and a 3, 3, 3.
3, 3, 3. You're
3, 3, 3.
fine.
Wonderful.
You're fine. The cabbages hit the cart. You're like, goodbye, cabbages.
She said, I should make cabbage soup next week. It's a great idea.
Nonplussed.
She keeps her cool at all times.
Arik braced up against the spot where the frame was thickest and got a 6, a 4, and 3 3s. So also good.
Hey, 3 3s. Another pass. Excellent. Muse, how was your Brawn plus drive roll?
It was good. I got 2 4s, a 6, and 3 1s.
3 1s. That means that only Belle failed. The vehicle goes down from 6 to 5 speed, and the armor on the vehicle goes down. It had 3 when we started, then it had 2. Now it has 1 armor. You guys know that if it gets hit when it has 0 armor, it explodes, and you all lose 6 grit, right? So, so it's good that you ended the chase with hopefully something close to 2 armor. But we're going to have to do 1 action turn and see if... Now, you're all going to want to pass your action, because if you deplete the vehicle's armor during this part of the phase, it's the only way for you to fail at this point. If 2 of you hit the car and it blows up, it's the only way you don't catch these janitors before they arrive at the harbor. So with 5 speed and only 2 need boxes left, let's see your moves. So these are your actions. The rulebook recommends things like stepping on the gas pedal, finding a shortcut, decreasing your enemy's speed, etc., etc., etc. However you want. You get 1 action, and then we will total up all the pluses and minuses and see what happened. Did your vehicle run out of armor, or did you catch up to the docks janitors before they got there? Before they left there? What are your rolls? You can do anything you want, any combination of attribute or skill.
So I would like to ask, would I be able to try and fix it while it's on the move? Like R2-D2 style?
I was actually going to say that too, so maybe we could work together on that.
The repair roll is explicitly only when not in a chase in Outgunned as part of the mechanics. You can roll focus plus fix during a timeout.
Okay.
I have a feat. It says... Oh, it's a reroll. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. I've got the mechanic feat. Yeah. So I was like, well, I haven't been rolling well so far. But that's okay. I'm going to use a quick action to reload, because I haven't done that yet.
All right.
I don't know. Can I try shooting their wheels out?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That would probably be nerves and shoot. So 6 dice from that. And then your assault rifle at, I'd say medium range. This is medium range. Gives you a +1.
Sweet. Yes. I got 4 4s and 3 1s.
Holy cow. Okay.
Yay!
Every roll where you succeed with 3 increases the vehicle speed by 1. Every roll where you succeed with 4 increases the vehicle speed by 2. So that's +3 speed from Belle's roll.
She just she just builds the nerve to just peek out the window and just looks down the barrel of her wing and goes pew, takes out one of the tires.
The maid van screeches and the tire blows up, and it's now fishtailing as it hurtles down the street. Muse, Arik, and Muriel, what are you doing? Again, just don't deplete your own vehicle's armor, and you will finish this chase successfully.
Can Muriel help to find a shortcut? Because she's old and has driven these streets many times in the past.
Absolutely. The rulebook suggests that that's nerves plus survival to go on a shortcut.
Excellent. That's 4. 4 dice for Muriel, and she has rolled a 3, 4, and 2 5s.
A basic is pretty neutral for a chase. You don't increase your speed by 1, but you didn't decrease your speed by 1.
Excellent.
So,
Pretty good.
Oh, you're going to want to take a left because there's usually a lot of traffic up ahead. And oh, gosh. Oh, there we go.
oh, this is like when your older relative insists they know a faster route, and you're like, it was the same amount of time.
Yes.
Yes. I know Google Maps says it's 20 minutes, but I can get us there in 19 and a half.
You know what? Muse likes Muriel enough to listen. I'm trying to think what else I can do. Because I can't shoot them.
Well, you've still got some time to think. Arik, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, maybe before we take the shortcut, we have to get out around them as they're fishtailing with their blowing tires, throwing debris. So I will use nerves and maybe drive or cool to help Muse driving. And wait for it. They're gonna, now. And we make our move, if that works. So that would be 6. Ooh, 4 1s, a 4, and a 6.
Another +2 to the speed. And more importantly, you didn't blow you all up. All right, Muse.
I was thinking I could use drive and maybe streetwise to try to push the tour bus to not fully its limits, but try to go a little more faster. Try to find maybe a different way, like she said, maybe a shortcut.
Yeah, you're going to want to use 1 attribute and 1 skill each time. The attributes are in red and the skills are in black, not 2 of the same color.
I'm going to do the drive because it has a little bit more, so I'll do the nerves and drive.
Okay.
I think that's 4. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You have 3 in nerves and you have 3 in drive, so you would roll 6 dice total.
Ooh! 2 6s, 2 2s, a 5, and a 3.
Okay, so with the basic, you don't increase or decrease your speed. That would succeed to end the chase with you guys victorious. So, all right. I'll go ahead and narrate. You guys have +3 speed from Belle, +2 speed from Arik, +0 speed from Muse and Muriel. So you guys are still at top speed. It's really good that your driver, Muse, doesn't have to suffer the negative ones from top speed that anybody else would be rolling. I fill in the last 2 need boxes, and the chase concludes at the end of round 2, with you guys skipping an entire action round because of 6 matching dice. That means, I'll pull this up. You arrive at the docks in time to hear conversation. Oh my goodness, you get extra bonus clues. Here's what you hear. You arrive at the docks, and because of your shortcut, you pulled up into a location where they don't see you pull up. Good job, Muriel. Grandma route. And, old lady route. And, you're able to hear and see. You arrive at the docks. Tall ships, small ships, and everything in between are tied with ropes to the many wooden platforms that extend out into the water. There is quite the hubbub coming from a ship a few platforms down. A 6'3", 190-pound, 30-year-old human man with black hair, fair skin, and hazel eyes, wearing a business suit and well-trimmed facial hair, is shouting angrily at 3 uniform-wearing women with brown hair. They have changed into sailor uniforms. He screams, "Who cares about a stupid treasure map, you twats? I'm the one paying you, so focus up. There's a lot of money in getting our hands on the Eligud's cargo. I want you to get the crates. I wanted you to get the crates before the ship launched, but it has. Fat lot of good you all are. Do what you're used to doing. Arrange an accident for the Eligud and get me that cargo. The 3 sailors nod, salute, hop in a small 3-person boat, untie it, raise its sail, and set off, chasing the tall ship in the distance. Now, you guys have passed the chase, so I'm going to say that you are also able to follow and reach the Eligud at the same time. You don't have to do a second ocean chase. You did the chase. You passed the chase. You did great.
Thank you, director.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So just get yourself out on the water, and I can have you reaching the Eligud at the same time as those janitors, so that you don't have to watch them sink a ship full of innocent people.
Because we would probably sink our own little dinghy into the ocean as well. Oh, what does this do? Unplug?
So the question is, how do you get out there? Or how did you get out there at about the same time as them?
Oh, is there any chance that a certain Captain Calico Jack is at the port?
You ask around and you check, and Calico Jack just left last night.
Muriel cries.
He was so excited. He had a piece of bar napkin in his hand, and he was running for his ship and hopped in and sailed off.
Darn.
I still have that napkin, I'm guessing. Can I look at it?
Yeah. It's a napkin from the bar. The thin paper has marker bled through onto it. Although it's patchwork because the marker didn't bleed through evenly and it's not the original, it's still clear to tell that this is a nautical map of the ocean with an X on it.
Hey guys, I think this might be a treasure map. I'm not 100% sure because I don't know maps or anything, but I'll show it to the rest of the group.
Do you think that this is the same place that the janitors/sailors are going?
Well, I guess boats needs to be cleaned. So maybe they clean boats? Is there special? I think I'm hung up on the wrong thing.
Yes, I think the janitor thing was a cover. I don't think they're...
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the janitor thing might have been maybe a disguise.
Well, we're going to need to get out on the water. And using his streetwise, he'll kind of look down the docks and... Well, your commercial vessels will be here, and then your civilian ones will be there. And so if we just find, we're looking for a ship exactly like that one, and point out one that nobody is on and just has a couple tie ropes holding it there.
Wow. Do you also know how to drive these things?
Sure don't.
I might. Do I just get to do just the tour bus, or can I drive anything?
When you start the game with a ride, you can name in the moment during the game what your ride is. So because you did the tour bus, you did your ride. That's your ride that you started the game with. Did any of the other characters start with a ride?
Not I.
Oh, you're right. It's at the very bottom. Your choice of ride with speed 1.
Describe your ride.
Yeah. Oh, silly me. This is my boat.
Oh.
I forgot I got it so long ago, back when I thought that I could power the sail with the power of my wings. So this boat is literally just it's a pretty tiny skiff. Muriel would probably fit really well in it, but Muse and Arik might not, but it will fit everybody. And she actually hops onto her little gnome puppet, and Belle is just I remember taking classes to do this, and she starts pulling the rigging and unfurling the main. She's I need you to go and get that tie there and unwrap it, and then you're going to jump on the boat, and then you're going to go and help me and raise the jib when it's time. And she's literally just oh, dee. I definitely know how to sail.
Just as a funny thing, Muse will be like, I just got my nails done. Do I have to touch the rope?
Well, you can handle the tiller if you want. That's the thing that steers the boat.
All right, I'm in.
So the important thing about this is that the tiller, if you turn it left, the boat will go right. It's inverted. So just remember that.
Inverted. I'm not sure I know that word, but you said that left is right and right left. So like opposite seas, it's like opposite day.
Exactly. You're so good at this.
Thanks, girly.
As Arik helps cast off lines and following Belle's directions, he'll kind of sidle up at some point. And, Belle, I sure am real sorry I was going to steal your boat.
Oh, don't worry about it. I would have stolen it too. No, you actually have quite good taste. I'm actually very flattered that you wanted to steal my boat.
Is that how you got it in the first place? Or wait, you know what? I don't want to know.
No. How dare you? I'm a good little bird.
Belle, what is the name of your boat?
Oh, that's a good question. Canary Sunrise.
Adorable.
Yes. Thank you. It's also, no, it's not bright yellow. She wouldn't have done that. But like on the mainsail, there is an abstract like yellow canary. And at the top, to gauge the wind direction, is instead of like an arrow that's normally up at the top of the mast, it's actually it's also another little like yellow canary, and it's got like little marbles for eyes.
It's giving One Piece season 1.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Yes, there is a theme. It's me. So off we go.
I'm loving the energy, girl. I mean, look at my buzz. I'm all about it. This is the best.
I feel like Belle and Muse have very similar styles in that they both love their own style.
But I also love your style.
Oh, thanks.
As you depart from the docks, you're not noticed by the 3 sailors, and you all are going to arrive at the Elligood, which has just left the harbor. You can see it's just outside of maybe there's breakwall rocks defining the harbor space. It's on the horizon and it hasn't escaped yet. And both you and the boat of definitely not janitors are going to arrive at the same time. We're going to do that after the break. Joining us for part 1 were Muse.
Hey.
Arik.
Hi.
Muriel.
Oh, I'm back on a boat again, guys.
And Belle.
Yay, I'm on a boat. And you too could be on a boat if you write a 5-star review for the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Okay, now you actually won't be on a boat, but we would really appreciate it if you did. Leave us a 5-star review and we might read it on air in our next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Today's mid-episode shoutout is from Blighthouse Studio, who says, quote, "The Lucky Die is a homebrew apocalyptic D&D actual play podcast. We have original music, a massive backlog going back 8 years, and 2 storylines. We're both dramatic and hilarious. Find us on all podcast catchers by searching The Lucky Die." End quote. You can arrange for us to read your shoutout at firebreathingkittenspodcast.com through our partnership with Buy Me a Coffee. We have paperback, ebook, hardcover, and audiobook adaptations of our adventures on both Amazon and Audible. Lastly, we don't pay to advertise our show, so the only way we can grow is if you tell someone about us. Is there an episode that would make someone you know smile? Tell them about it. And thank you.
Welcome back to Fire Breathing Kittens podcast, part 2, Outgunned. Does anyone want to tell us what happened in the first half?
I'll tell you what happened in the first half. All right, so we're in the guild hall, okay? And I'm just having a nice cup of tea, definitely no alcohol inside of it. And all of a sudden, these janitors, just random janitors in the middle of the guild hall, started throwing bottles at each other. for no absolute reason. Potentially something to do with a treasure map, and I didn't really pay attention to that part. So we tried to stop the fight, and we handed their butts to them, and then they took out off the door saying something about gotta go catch the ship before it launches. And we're like, no, you gotta come back and settle this fight with us. So we took off in Muse's tour van that somehow goes faster than a Ferrari. And we took off on after them and made it to the docks in time to find that they were working with a strange, handsome, 6'3", 190, 30-year-old man with black hair. And he said, I don't care about your map, which is what we had in our pocket now. And you need to go get the cargo from the Ellywood. Ellygood? And my memory's not what it used to be. And so they took off in a dinghy. Now they're dressed as sailors, not dressed as janitors anymore. Somehow they had time to change their clothes during a car chase. And so we're like, well, we gotta go stop them somehow. So we decided to commandeer a local vessel. Turns out it was actually Belle's vessel. And now we're in Belle's vessel and we're headed to the Ellygood. And we're gonna go save the day from these janitors / sailors / mercenaries. That sound about right?
Fantastic. That is a very good recap.
Thank you.
You're now very close to the tall ship, the Ellygood. Because you won the chase, you have the opportunity to arrive on the scene and even verbally communicate with the people on the ship. So you imagine there's a left and a right of a ship. Maybe these air quotes janitors are on the right and you're on the left. So you can freely verbally communicate once with the people on the ship. Again, this is an action game, so it's not unlimited free communication, but it is, you can each say one thing to this ship. You see the first mate standing on deck. He's a 5'11" human man, lean, attractive, wearing an eye patch, a handkerchief poking out of a pocket. He's rakish and grungy in a hot way with lots of winks and smoldering half smiles. And if you've met Finn Rider in a previous adventure, this is Finn Rider. I think some of you have, maybe not, but anyway, he's standing on the deck of the Ellygood, and he doesn't know what's coming for him. And he didn't hear about, you heard one janitor call him Immitus. He didn't hear about Immitus asking the air quotes janitors to arrange for an accident for the Ellygood. What do you all say?
Muriel has amazing speech and smooth, and has several feats to do with Silver Tongue. So she's going to pipe up and say, hey, handsome, you've got some marauders on your other side, just so you're aware. We're trying to stop them.
Yes, let's see your roll.
Okay. I assume I can use smooth and speech, which would give me 6, please?
Yes.
Excellent. I will roll those. I got a 5, a 5, a 3, a 4, a 2, and a 1.
Ooh, that doesn't pass a critical success, which needs 3 dice.
Silver Tongue, and I gain a free reroll for all rolls made to lie, persuade others, find a compromise, or to bargain.
Yes, persuade others. You can use that.
Okay. Does the free reroll mean that I roll all of my dice again, or just the 4 that didn't succeed?
So I'm new to Outgunned as a GM, and I tried really hard to read this rulebook, but it doesn't have a super bunch of examples. So the way that I could be wrong, but am concluding this, is that when you're defending, if you spend your pair of basic successes, then you can't use it to mitigate damage. So normally you would take 3 grit damage from receiving a critical level attack, and you can spend each pair of basics that you get, so your 5/5 here, to bring that down from 3 to 2, but you can't spend it if it's spent on a reroll. So that's how I've interpreted it. You keep the 2 5s, you roll the 3, 4, 2, 1 again, and if any of the 3, 4, 2, 1 is either a set of 3s or matches that 5, then you were successful. So you're hoping for another success by giving away and with free reroll, you're not giving it away. You can still use it to mitigate damage.
Okay.
It can be used for another purpose after having been used for re-rolling.
Okay.
But since this is an attack, I guess, action, not reaction,
Right.
you don't have to worry about mitigating damage. You're not going to take damage from trying to persuade this guy. So there's no reason not to re-roll actions. There's just, again, new to Outgunned. Could be wrong. Seems like what the rulebook says. Don't really know. You keep the 2 5s, you re-roll the other dice.
Okay. Well, I've re-rolled my other 4, and I got another 5, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Now you have 3 5s.
I have 3 5s.
This means you are successful in your persuasion. And the exact things that you said were, there's people on the other side of the boat, I believe. And what was the exact wording you said?
Marauders. I said there were marauders on the other side, and we're here to help stop them.
He peeks at the other side of the boat, pops his head over, and wouldn't you know it, there's a little small boat with 3 women in sailor outfits. And he sounds the alarm. Absolutely.
Excellent.
The alarm has been raised. They are preparing cannons.
Seems a little extreme, but yeah, do it.
I mean, you could have just captured them, but I guess if you want to take them down.
They're preparing nets and cannons and harpoons. The whole ship is on high alert because of you. So you have impacted the story. The ship is on high alert. The cannons are being readied. Belle, Muse, and Arik are all welcome to take a communication action if you want.
I'm going to not, because I still have the foolish condition. So I've got a -1 to rolls. Belle's just not going to risk it. Finn Rider is way too handsome to look foolish in front of, so she's just going to be perching on her little puppet.
Yeah, Arik is also a little intimidated. He is clearly not the face, and has the moment to kind of stand on the bow of the ship and belt something. Nothing comes to him, so he just kind of stands there and then sort of puts his foot down. And
Okay, so the party's mostly passing. There's one thing that you could have used this turn to ask, and that is what the cargo is, but you didn't. So we're going to move forward. Is it a point you maybe stoke your curiosity? Is that the... Okay, so everyone, you're watching them prepare these cannons and these nets and these harpoons. You're watching the ship come to life. So many people are coming out from below decks. And you're distracted by how active this ship is. Everyone, how good are you at noticing things when distracted? Please all do a roll to see what you see. Your choice of attribute and skill, you're going to roll and see what you see.
Can I go with focus and detect? So I have 6.
Yes,
Okay.
now that's specifically looking for clues. Yes.
Ah, does that still work, or would you like a different one?
No. What I tell you is going to be a bit different. So this will sniff out lies.
Oh, I do love lies. I specifically have a feat called Lie to Me.
So I actually have a question on the conditions. So I know foolish and scared is a -1 to smooth and crime, respectively. Is that only to the red portion, and then like the skills underneath are unaffected by that? I
Yes.
couldn't quite tell. Okay.
The attribute is at -1. The skills are not. Again, the heading and subheading part of this character sheet is the most confusing part of Outgunned for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in that case, I would like to roll nerves awareness, which would give me 5 dice.
Okay. Nerves for steady hands and awareness for noticing incoming threats. Okay.
Yeah.
This affects what I tell you.
I got 2 5s and junk with the other 3, so I'm going to re-roll, see if I can get another 5.
Yes, and Muriel, you have a free reroll because of your feet. Lie to me.
Well, I got 3 5s, a 4, and 2 3s.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I got another 5, so I have a total of 3 5s.
Excellent. Arik, what are you doing?
I was going for focus awareness. To try and get a vibe looking around. And I got 2 2s, a 6, and then 3 4 5. So I think I'm going to put the 2s aside and re-roll the others. And got another 2. 1, 6, 2, 5.
So you have 3 2s?
I do have 3 2s.
Okay, you also pass for your incoming threats. Muse, can you do a awareness roll for me with focus?
Oh, we got 2 3s and 2 6s.
Okay, so we've got basic success from Muse and critical successes from Belle, Arik, and Muriel. I'll tell you what you see as you pull up to this boat. With a basic success, Muse, you see there is a shark fin in the water. It raises ominously, a triangle of ill intent, an omen, precluding rows of very sharp teeth. For the critical success people, which is Belle and Arik, you see... Well, I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. We got to talk about the lies first that Muriel sees. Muriel sees the air quotes sailors, which are wearing like very total like costume shop sailor uniforms. You notice the actual sailors are just wearing like normal clothes, but patchwork dirty. And so like the only people wearing sailor uniforms here are the not janitors. And Muriel, you hear them going like, "Oh, we're with the Coast Guard." Oh, sorry, they have an accent. "We are with the Coast Guard, and your ship is needs to come back to port. It's illegal. You are transporting illegal goods." And you hear the crew, like that handsome Finn first mate man, say, "Yeah, duh. We know we're transporting illegal goods. What you gonna do about it, Coast Guard?" And they round the cannon to them, like staring down the barrel of the cannon at the ship.
Oh, you shot yourself in the foot there.
So that didn't go well for them. Okay, continuing with the Arik and Belle scene. Arik and Belle, there is a shark fin in the water. It raises ominously, a triangle of ill intent, an omen precluding rows of very sharp teeth. Also, only you two look around and notice there are a dozen shark fins in the water. They are circling the Ellie-good. They are evenly spaced, as if coordinated.
Arik, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, say that seems unusual. Like I don't know a lot about fish and the ocean. I have like street smarts. I don't really have sea smarts. I don't know where you get that. Anyway, now's probably not the time.
Well, just take out the T's and the R and you're sea smart.
I love that. S-E-E smart.
Okay, Belle is going to go to Muriel because Muriel has proven that she is very charismatic. And she's going to point out, there are a bunch of sharks around the ship and they're all evenly spaced. I think maybe you should tell that really handsome first mate about that. And maybe they aim some of their harpoons over there too.
Yeah, it's an excellent idea. I don't know that we've resolved Muse. Have we resolved Muse's role?
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
She got just the sharks.
Okay, then Muriel will pipe up and say, Finn, there's some fins in the water that are acting quite strange as well.
His name is Finn.
Finn, there's some fins. Would you like to check out the fins in the water, please? They're looking real weird.
He does one of those double takes where he's like, cannons, sailors, not Coast Guard, sharks, unnamed helpful people.
Oh, my name's Muriel. I'm from the fire-breathing kittens. By the way.
Oh, my boyfriend's in the fire-breathing kittens.
Yep. Oh, he's a swell guy. Muriel does not actually know who this is. She is just going with it. I don't know how she knows Finn's name, but it's too late to retcon that, so.
Oh, yeah. You guys, so you're hanging out in the guild hall, and, I mean, all the fire-breathing kittens drink there. And,
yes, surely she's drunk with them before.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You feel like, I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but you feel like Alistair's boyfriend is someone you've met before in passing. You're like, oh yeah, we got a beer together, etc.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
You know, fellow fire-breathing kitten, Alistair's boyfriend. So, we have the Coast Guard. We have the sharks. We have the ship with the cannons. And then the water underneath the Ellygood shines with holographic sparkles, magical sparkles, and raises up 10 feet into the air. The whole ship is rising, rising, rising. The edges of the column rise more up around the sides of the ship, like a snow globe. The people on board scream in terror, but one thing you can deduce from the panic is that there's still air on the inside of those walls of water. They continue to scream and rush around uselessly on deck as the evenly spaced sharks spiral up the column of water until above the ship's crow's nest. The water columns join into a cage, and just like that, the whole sphere of water, encapsulated tall ship, and its cargo and crew are pushed underwater like a giant pushing on a rubber ducky. After a brief disturbance, the ocean is flat, unbothered, as if the Ellygood had never been there at all. And it's just you guys.
I was not expecting that.
Not expecting that. Wait, is the other dinghy still there too with the 3 sailors?
The other dinghy is still there, and they look panicked. They are freaking out. They're shouting at one another like, "What did you do? What did you do? Oh my God, we have to get out of here. This is not worth the pay that Imitus is paying us." And they book it back to shore.
Wait. So we're on the ship when this happens, right?
You are on your own ship.
We're on our own. That's right. We are on our own ship. What happened?
The Canary Sunrise.
Yes.
Anybody good at going underwater?
I'm a bird.
Oh, I'm sorry. They haven't booked it quite yet.
Oh.
I will say they look like they're preparing to book it.
Oh. Muriel will shout out and say, "Hey, Ned, don't you go anywhere. Tell us what's going on."
They're screaming in panic. They're like, "Oh my God." Like one of them fell off the boat. Get back on the boat.
I will shoot you with my rocket launcher if you don't answer our questions right now.
They pull the one that was leading them earlier back on the boat. And they say, "We did not do that."
Well, do you know what did?
It was not Imitus. Maybe it had something to do with the cargo. But it was not us.
Do I believe? Can I insight that? I want to insight check that so bad. Like that's my reflex. Being a D&D player, I'm like, can I insight that?
You actually have a party member who has a bunch of...
I do.
Muriel, you want to use your lie to me feat again?
I can use my lie to me feat to see if they're lying to us.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Our human lie detector.
Focus and detect, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's roll those. All right, I got... Oh, okay. 2 6s, 2 3s, and 2 2s.
Ooh, it's good you have those free rerolls.
That's good. So pick one set and roll the rest of them?
Yes.
All right. I'm picking the 3s. I got another 3 and 2 6s and a 2.
Good job. Because failure means conditions and grit loss and so many things in this game. Like your weapon just needs reloading randomly. So that's good. That's good that you succeeded. 3 3s means that you can press them for a further truth. You know this is the truth, and you can press them a little bit. What do you ask? And your party members, you can like help advise Muriel. What one question do you want the answer to?
What's in the cargo?
Yeah, that's my question too.
The cargo? It's some kind of medicine owned by a guy named Jeffrey Antonio.
Hey, I know him.
Do you know Jeffrey Antonio?
Yeah, we're frenemies?
I was about to say an item.
How do you know the biggest new drug dealer in town?
Let's just say he got his drugs from me.
You got him started on drugs? Oh my god.
Of course I did.
Oh, he can't compete with you and Jeffrey Antonio. Okay, well, I'm just going to tell him it is a pass on this job. I'm going to go home. I never seen sharks steal a boat before. I'm out.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Also, that crate is mine now. Cool, thanks.
The crates on this ship, yeah. Wherever the sharks took them, they're yours.
Cool.
They're like, good luck.
Yeah, and they're gonna book it back to shore. Sorry, I had them book it a bit too quickly. That is better.
What do we even do now, though? The sharks took them away.
What about the treasure map?
Yeah, we still got this map, so I mean, treasure's treasure, right? I mean, yeah, the drugs would be really great. I mean, really great. I'm kind of low.
I was thinking more about saving the people.
Yeah, all the people on board.
I forgot about that.
Including Finn, our friend's boyfriend. I feel like we are kind of obligated to rescue them somehow.
Are we, though? I mean, okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
Muriel would like to stick her head under the water to see if she can see the sharks or the ship.
Oh.
You're sticking your head in shark-infested water.
Yes, with her bifocals on so she can see better.
That's brave. I'm going to give you an adrenaline.
Oh, thank you.
When she does that, can I, stand by her so I can, maybe pull her out if needed?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad someone has common sense. If you see a shark fin coming, you're going to pull Muriel's head above the waves.
I'm not afraid. What a way to go.
I don't mess with sharks, okay?
This was an incredibly brave action. I'm going to give you a reward. You see something down below the waves. You see somebody who seems to, the sharks have swum away and they took the ship, but maybe they left something here. They left a sea dwarf, an elderly sea dwarf with his salt and pepper hair and you can see it from here, the glint of gold in his tooth, as he is struggling to reach the surface. And you see his panicked, he's a sea dwarf, so he swims pretty good. His panicked scrambling for the top, but you can see he's not going to make it to the surface. Whatever released him deep down in the depths released him too far from the surface and didn't care, and he's going to drown. What do you do?
I'm going down. I pop my head up, I suck in a whole lung full of air, and I dive.
Oh, wait, take me with you. But it's going to be the wooden puppet so that when they go down, they'll be able to use it to float back up to the surface.
Perfect.
Belle's going to stay on the boat, though.
Muriel, what kind of role are you doing to save this sea dwarf?
Probably endure and maybe focus.
Yes, you're concentrating. Can't lose sight of him or you'll never see him again. And you've got to endure the pressure. Your ears hurt. Your lungs are burning.
I do have a feat that says, that's all. Gain a free reroll for all rolls made to show courage, withstand pain, and to resist threats or interrogations.
This applies.
Can I ask a question? Could I go ahead and pull out my guitar to kind of give her inspiration or a little bit of a confidence boost, and I will sing my hit number, "You'll Never See Me Again Unless You Turn Location On."
I love your song titles.
Thank you.
Yes. Muriel, because of your... Actually, Arik, are you contributing too? Because if all three players contribute, I'll give her an extra dice.
Oh, yeah. I'm not exactly sure how, apart from maybe keeping a lookout for sharks.
There we go. One person's watching for fins. One person provided a life preserver, and one person is boosting morale. You get an extra dice, Muriel.
Oh, thank you. Excellent.
Yay!
Oh, well, that's pretty great, because I rolled 2 5s, a 6, and 4 4s.
4 4s.
Nice. 4 4s.
Nice. I don't have to kill anybody. All right. So
This handsome sea dwarf isn't drowning on my watch.
everyone, above the surface, the water is unnaturally still. You wait with bated breath. It's unnaturally flat. It's flat enough for you to see, A few feet away, a bobbing buoy of puppet breaks the surface. And clinging to it are Muriel and an older, but not elderly, like just a nice, handsome older man, sea dwarf, clinging to that plank. The water has slicked back his salt and pepper hair, and they gasp and they choke a little bit and they breathe fresh air.
Okay, quick, let's get over to them. It's flat, so you can't really do much with the sail, but we're gonna try getting over there.
Yeah, I'll help navigate the boat closer.
Absolutely. When your ship head towards them, he beams at you, the gold in his smile catching the light. Oh, and Muriel, I think he plants a big old smooch on you. Oh. It's like, you saved my... wait, pirate voice. Arr. You saved me life.
That is with Muriel and charming old sea captain people.
This is your Calico Jack.
Wait, is it Calico Jack?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Muriel goes, Jack, you salty sea dog. I should have known it was you.
Muriel.
Here I am saving your sea biscuits again.
I'm going to turn to Belle and just be like, I really love watching old people. It's so cute.
There's definitely something here. What chemistry?
Yeah, I'd say we should give him some space, but it's a pretty small boat.
Muriel will help drag him back on board.
Yeah, lend a hand and help haul you up over the sides.
They're dripping wet with ocean water as you haul them on the boat. He clutches his chest a little bit.
What happened, Jack?
I was following a map I had, and this is on the way to where X marks the spot. But I thought getting the direction out of the drunk gnome at the bar was the hard part. I never expected those sharks. There's something unnatural about those sharks. They're not animals, they're too smart, and they have some kind of weird beast magic. They caught me, and the map got wet.
Wait, I have a copy.
No.
Ka-chow. Map.
It's me map.
Yeah, I stole this off some hot chick.
How do you have me map?
You see, there were janitors in a bar. Anyways, it's a long story. But we have a copy of your map. Did you happen to see a ship down there?
Oh, yes. There's sharks. They kept a ship underwater. It was crazy. They were concentrating on that, and they forgot to keep me.
Did you see where they took it? Because there's people in that ship. We need to rescue them. Also drugs.
Yeah.
Oh my.
For me,
That might change your answer a little bit.
Sorry.
Well, it's a party. But honestly, it looked like they were following my map. They were going where I was going to go.
What a weird coincidence. Well, sounds like we need to follow that map, ladies and gents and canaries.
Okay, well, I will procure the map that I stole, and I will try to keep it as dry as possible.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Yes, I never thought I'd see you again. He kisses the paper.
Jack, I'm right here.
Oh my. There's a scene that it gets a little censored because it kisses you too. He's a little scruffy.
Just a little salty smooch.
Yeah. Is there anything, Arik, you haven't asked any questions? You want to ask any questions?
No, I think we pretty much got it. He had the map. We got a destination. He doesn't seem to know what was up with the sharks.
All right. Everyone take your headphones off. I'm going to tell the listeners how we got the map. All right. Listeners, if they asked, how do you get the map? I'm a pirate. We live for treasure. And I heard from that gnome on the bar last night, after they had a few drinks in them, that their friends had found the location of the lost island of Atlantis, sunk to the bottom of the sea. It sunk into the ocean ages and ages ago, but the Atlantean magic is preserved in the vault there. Treasures like pages from the Codex Obscura, ancient lost spells that can make your wildest dreams come true. I asked where they found Atlantis, and I made an X where they found it. I'll head to Atlantis and get some of those ancient lost spells like the Codex Obscura pages for myself. Arr! Y'all set sail for the X. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, sorry. Hey, listeners, they're back. The players are back, and they're taking off for whatever that X is. Who knows what it is? We're going there. You are setting sail. Everyone, please say one thing that you do as you sail. What do you do? How do you spend this time? It's going to take a little bit of time, you know.
Muriel's going to spend her time catching up with Calico Jack on his adventures since the last time that she saw him, when he abandoned her and only left her a note telling her where his secret hideaway was.
He seems very repentant.
Good. Excellent.
He seems like maybe you're different than all the other girls now that you've saved him.
Oh, yes.
Arik is going to try and catch a minute with Muse, if she's available at any point.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so, like, you're really, really good at, like, words and writing and stuff, and I want to be, like, a super good detective, and super good detectives always have, like, there's, like, a hard-boiled story, and so I want to write, like, a hard-boiled story, but the words, they're just not good, and I don't know, like, can you help?
It sounds like maybe you're overthinking yourself, but I can try, babe. What kind of vibe are we going for? Are we like full on Sherlock? Are we talking like BBC or like granola? Granola? No, now I'm hungry. Jeez.
Well, no, like hard-boiled stories, like here, and he pulls out a notebook and kind of thumbs through, and so like they always start like it's stormy, right? And so I've got. And then he tries to make his voice a little gruff. It doesn't really get there, but he tries to put a little gravel in it. The rain thundered on the roof as the thunder sun. You see what I mean? It just doesn't.
So it sounds like you're having a hard time creating the setting. That is probably the most important part about writing is knowing what kind of vibe you're going for. So you're looking for like a dark and stormy night. So you gotta present that vibe to your readers in a way that they can understand. So it depends on like what kind of like audience you're looking for. Are you looking for like people like me? Like, you know, I don't like to read, but you know, I could read if it's good. Or are you looking for, like, the average Susan, you know?
Yeah. No, absolutely. So, like, when they pick it up and they read it, that's the kind of person I want to like it.
Okay. So there's something in writing called a hook. And this applies to all kinds of writing, including songwriting. So when I think about a song that I want to write, I think about how can I hook somebody into this song? How can I make it a banger? You know? So I just think of descriptive words. The more descriptive, the better.
Well, what's more descriptive than thunder? Like, you can feel it in your chest and it, like, echoes, and that's, like, timeless. So, like, maybe I should say thunder more?
No, you don't need to repeat the words because the reader understands that it is thundering. But you could say something like, the thunder resonates in the building that makes it shake and quiver, and it creates the intense feeling of the hairs sticking on the back of your neck, and then just keep on describing how that makes them feel, and then put the foot in to where you're going, you know?
Well, I don't know if I'm the kind of person who can say quiver. But shake is good. Say that's that's excellent. Thank you. And he'll kind of pop off to a side of the boat and start scribbling again.
Happy to help, bestie. Good luck.
And Belle is just going to take a nap. Her little puppet has a little like compartment that she can go and hang out in. It's actually underneath a large sun hat. And so she just goes in and takes a little nap.
Would you like to, are you calling for a timeout? Which is a mechanical rest?
Yeah, and so I wanted to try and get rid of the scared or like a full condition.
Yes, let's go into the timeout mechanics.
Yeah. So it does say that I need to talk to someone about my problems. Boo. Who does that?
After that conversation, I do want to do something else, but I'll go last.
Okay, let's do the official timeout mechanics. There are 5 options. You can, and all players will get 2 of these options or 2 passes. So if you're like pass, you don't have to do anything right now. But if you want to do 2 of these 5, I'm going to read them off for you and just pick the 2 that you want to do. You can investigate to find clues. That's option 1. Investigate to find clues. You can heal oneself or an ally. Heal oneself or an ally. You can fix a weapon or a ride. If your weapon is broken, you can fix it. If your ride is broken, you can fix it. You roll a repair roll. You can shop to buy weapons or gear or magazines. This would be done from a flashback standpoint. You can remember when you shopped when you were on land. And then like, oh yeah, I bought more ammo. Or you can do something else. So for Muse, it's your something else. You can totally do it right now.
Oh yeah, I would love to do something. I've got it.
Yeah, and you can also heal someone. Let me check your stats and see if you're good at healing real quick. And everyone can do 2 things. And so Belle will initiate a timeout. We're going to let Muse do her thing first. Everyone think about which 2 things you're going to do during your timeout. Muse, go ahead and do the thing you were going to do first.
So after that interesting conversation, she kind of more herself like positions herself like on the deck somewhere with her guitar, and she is going to start her song. I just had it. What was I gonna do? Because she's thinking about the drugs, she's going to sing "Where the F is My Weed." But like like normally this song is like upbeat and funny, but like she's doing it in a dirge because she's like, man, I don't know where it is.
I do love sea shanties.
Yeah,
you almost need it, otherwise it's just waves for hours.
Exactly. So and then when she's done with that, she will do kind of like a more fun song to kind of get everybody's spirits up, because I know this is depressing. She'll sing one of her favorites, "Swag and Swooty, Fresh and Fruity."
These are all bangers.
Oh, thank you. I actually have lyrics to most of these songs.
Very cool. Do we want to do the timeout mechanism?
Yeah. I'll do it, I can rest and jam. That is my resting.
Okay, and you can also try to heal yourself, you guys. So let's go with, I'll do 2 passes. We'll do Belle, Arik, Muriel, Muse. Belle, Arik, Muriel, Muse. Belle, your first timeout action is?
Healing.
Okay, healing is done by rolling focus and heal at extreme difficulty to remove a condition or heal back to full grit.
Oh boy. I only have 3 dice for focus and heal. So I just automatically fail that.
Oof.
Unless you spend a spotlight.
That's true.
And you might get your spotlight back. So everyone, spotlight's like you flip a coin and you can keep it. You don't necessarily spend it. 50-50 you spend it.
True. Okay, yeah, I will.
Oh, and you can also, if a heal roll is really important to you, you can rip up your clothes and become bedraggled looking to use the cloth as bandages and get an extra dice.
Yeah.
And if you spend a spotlight, you just 1-for-1 remove a condition. So that's also.
Yeah, okay, so I think So the spotlight has to be either a condition or healing grit, correct? I think that's what it is.
Yep. You can remove any one condition, or you can use it to pass a roll, basically, without rolling.
I think I'm going to use the spotlight to pass a heal roll because getting some of my grit back, I think, is more important. I can deal with the condition minuses for now.
Yes, you are at you have 4 until you reach the bad grit box. So
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a single d6, please.
2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a 1, 2, and 3, the spotlight is gone.
Yeah.
But you succeeded, and you are fully healed. I'm going to uncheck those grit that you have lost before.
You know what? I'll take it. That's a good use of resources.
It is. And for anyone listening, the death roulette, if you, let's say you do run out of all 12 grit, you roll a dice, and on a 1, your character would, like, not really die, but, like, be out of the story. On a 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, for that first roll, you're fine. The second time you roll a death roulette, which is the second time you take damage while you have no grit remaining, a 1 or a 2 will take you out of the story. 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a bit of a gamble. You don't technically die, guaranteed, but yeah. Anyway, but you are not in danger of that. Okay, so we've done Belle. You did 1 heal roll. Okay, well, sort of in a spotlight. Arik, what are you doing during your timeout?
Can I spend a spotlight to remove a condition from my friend Belle?
Aw, roll a d6.
That's a 1.
It's gone.
I appreciate your sacrifice.
Do you get rid of foolish or scared?
I'm going to get rid of scared. Arik gives me, he has a very like safe presence, very calm and cool right now. So
Aw.
I'm going to get rid of the scared condition.
Aw, that's very nice.
Thank you, Arik.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm sorry you're having a tough time.
It's okay. I'm just not normally put in these kinds of high pressure situations. My last adventure was more of a mystery that we just we walked through a cool like temple and battled something. So it wasn't so like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
So
getting
it's just a little
shot isn't advisable. Next time when they're shooting, like, don't get shot if you can avoid it.
Well, I know that now.
Excellent advice there. Good job.
Muriel, what do you do?
Muriel would like to try to heal herself.
All right, roll focus and heal.
That's 6 dice for me. I got 2 1s, a 2, and 3 3s.
It requires an extreme difficulty, which is 4 matching to heal yourself. So you
Son
do
of a
not heal
bitch.
yourself.
Yeah. Well, all right then.
But you'll have another chance. We'll come back around. Is that your final roll? Are you keeping that hand?
I do not have a free reroll, so yes.
All right. Muse, what are you doing during the first of 2 timeout actions?
I think healing would probably be more important. So I'll heal.
You are currently fully healed, though. You are not missing any grit.
Can I heal somebody else?
Yes, but you have 3 dice in focus plus heal, so you can't possibly get 4 successes.
Okay. I mean, it's better than nothing, so I'm willing to roll what I can.
Okay, roll 3 dice.
Okay. We're gonna use the decky dice for luck. Oh my god. 2 6s and a 5.
Well, it's not 4 matching dice, so
I know.
the heal is unsuccessful.
I tried.
You did.
Anyway, that's my thing for this round.
Okay, we're back to Belle. Belle, what do you do?
I would like to actually investigate with the theme of being of the animal/bestial world. I'm wondering if I've ever heard anything about these sharks that don't act like sharks. So
Yes.
I'm not sure there's anything other than just like combing my memory. I'm not sure there's anything else, but I think that would fall under investigating.
Yes, the know skill. So reading page 47, you can use know to remember information you learned, recall details, and other useful knowledge. You can also ask your friends to help you.
That would be great. And have any of you have heard any rumors about these weird sharks that are not sharks? Like, let's try and pull some info together. And this would be a roll, right?
You can sacrifice your action to give the person who is going to make this roll an extra dice. That's called
Does
a help
someone
action.
have a higher no? I only have one.
I have something that
I have
might be
3
able
and
to
no.
be helpful. I have a portable computer, and it says it grants help to find information and connect to networks. So I can
Yes.
literally
That is
Google it.
perfect.
I can literally Google it. Ask ChatGPT.
That's awesome. I would like to give any help I can to Arik. He's got a much higher no than I do. And then probably we'll use that computer as well to try and find some information.
Yeah.
What's your
I'm gonna
no
ask
at,
ChatGPT.
My no is 3 with
Okay,
3 focus, which gives me, and 2 help, which gives me 8, I believe.
Rad.
Yeah, and Eric's not good at healing, and you are, Muriel. Muriel's good at both knowing and healing.
This is true.
Yeah, I'm not good at healing.
Good party teamwork. Okay, we'll jump to Eric using... I'm going to give you 4 extra dice, 2 from the turns of Muse and Belle, or 3 extra dice, and 1 from Muse's computer. So 3 extra dice. I think that puts you at 9.
That would put me at 9. Caps it out. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Good job, Muse.
That
2
is
are
an
from you.
even spread, which isn't great. 2 3s, 2 2s, 2 4s, a 5, a 6, and a 1.
I feel like a reroll is definitely in order.
I do have the reporter feat to gain free rerolls to gain information. So I think I can reroll all of that, right?
Nice.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to try it. Better. Sorry, this is a lot of dice to organize. Yeah, that is trip 5s, 2 6s, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. So I'm going to put the 6s aside and reroll the 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
If this is
Hoping
your
to get
second
5s.
reroll, it's called going all in.
The free reroll is different from spending pairs?
The first reroll is called a reroll. It can be free or not. The second
Okay.
reroll is called going all in.
Well, then I will...
Basically doesn't
I will
change
keep it.
anything unless you're defending.
Yeah, so I will keep the 3 5s.
You can only keep 2 when you reroll.
I'm not keeping. I re-rolled for free, and so I have 3 5s.
Okay.
end.
Success. You gain additional information. All right. So last night was a full moon.
Oh, I
You
did not
feel like-
expect.
Yeah, you feel like that matters for like animal magic stuff. Specifically, any thoughts? What kind of animal magic stuff?
I did not expect weresharks.
Calico Jack is sitting right in the boat with you. What do you ask, Calico Jack?
Eric, I feel like you're the one that discovered this information, so you're the one best suited to get this.
So, if last night was the full moon, which it's often like the night before, the night of, the night after that counts as like technically full, but like technically, I think I'm hung up on the details again. Do you happen to know anything about like people that can turn into sharks, or sharks that can turn into people, or people that are sometimes sharks but sometimes other things?
The gnome I met last night said that they were a shark. They said, this is my one night off. I'm coming to the bar and I'm going to have a tipple. And so I bought him a tipple. And they said, my shark friends and me, we've been swimming in the ocean sea. And we found a massive whirlpool.
Well, that sounds relevant. It seems weird that you wouldn't bring it up till now, but what about the whirlpool? Can you tell us?
Well, they said the whirlpool's probably magic. Magic protecting the ancient lost city of Atlantis, sunk to the bottom of the ocean. No one can get in because of the whirlpool. It's protecting Ancient magics. Powerful, strong, useful magics like a page from the Codex Obscura. And I said, well, I want me a page from the Codex Obscura. So I asked, where'd you see that whirlpool? And the gnome gave me coordinates, and I wrote them down on a napkin from the bar.
You mean this one?
That's the exact one. Well, the one under it, yeah.
And who's Immatus to you?
I got no idea.
Oh, well, he seemed real interested in this map. Well, his janitors seemed really interested in this map. And then he set them after the cargo in the ship that suddenly has been taken by this whirlpool that's supposedly guarding Atlantis. And these shark people, are they also guarding Atlantis?
I'm very confused right now. I don't know what you've been saying.
Okay, well,
I just know that the gnome seemed like she needed a drink and a friend. If I was
a woman.
stuck being a...
Was it a woman gnome, was it?
Oh, my dear. And then he just spends the rest of the conversation trying to pacify Muriel.
You're in my port of call, and you go and take another gnome out. Oh, shark gnome for a drink.
Calico Jack spends the remainder of the conversation very, very trying. I'm sorry, my dear, etc. Muriel, you have him wrapped around your finger.
Excellent.
But yeah, he was definitely drinking with another lady last night, and
wow,
to get a map out of her though.
Oh, it was only for the map. Treasure is all that was about. I would never.
The correct line is, you were the treasure I was looking for all along, Muriel.
Oh, he's in the doghouse. Oh my.
As this is going on, Arik is kind of pacing. I don't know how much room to walk there is on the ship, so probably pretty short paces for a small ship. But we'll chime. I've got it. I think I got it.
All right,
It's the economy. Yeah, it's the economy. See, the sailors aren't making enough money, so they have to be janitors, or the janitors don't. They have to go out to sea. Oh, maybe I don't got it.
No, you've got
I'll get
this.
there.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Spitball it. Spit it out. Keep working on it.
Yeah,
Workshop.
I'll keep at it. And he plops down with the notebook again.
That was a very good turn. Muriel, you're up.
I would like to retcon and say that I bought another extra magazine / magic bullet.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good job. I'm going to click. So that gives you 3 out of 3 then for your rocket
Perfect.
launchers. Yeah. Okay. And Muse, is there anything you want to do before the timeout ends? We're going to go into a battle after this.
No, I think this is the part where she'll just start doing her jamming and just try to uplift everybody's mood.
Musical accompaniment heading into the final act. Yeah. Excellent.
This song is a distraction for the ongoing crime.
I'll toss a coin in the guitar case. You got to tip your bards.
You have almost arrived at the ocean coordinates where X marks the spot. As you approach the X on the map, everyone... I'm going to skip... We're kind of running out of time. I'm going to skip the skill roll to see what you all see. You see stuff, okay? Continue.
Wow, it's so fun. I love stuff.
You see a giant whirlpool. There's a giant whirlpool. It's definitely big enough to swallow the ship you're on.
Yikes.
Also, you look around and notice there are sharks here too. They're under the water. Are they the same sharks? I don't know, how many sharks could there be swimming together in a group beneath the waves, circling something lighter than the depths of the water below? It's a brown square, like a crate from the Ellie Good.
My drugs!
Beneath them, visible way down, is the tall ship. It's too far away to see if there are people walking on the deck or if they've all drowned. What do? We're in the action phase of a combat.
Are the sharks swimming in their formation like they were by the other ship?
Yes, and they are also circling this crate, the brown square.
Excellent. They're all grouped together for me to shoot them with one rocket launcher launch.
Yes, they are. And unlike a regular rocket launcher, your magic will penetrate the waves.
Wonderful. I
Before
would like
you
to shoot my... Oh.
Can I ask before you do that though? Because I don't want to risk us destroying whatever's in the crate, even if it is drugs.
It's just drugs.
Well, do we know that for sure? No. Belle's just going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we did hear it was medicine, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's another word for drugs.
And not all drugs are bad for you. It's the dose that counts. Any drug would kill me, but not you.
And they'd probably kill me in my old age.
Would it be a dumb idea for Belle to go over and try and like open the crate and get stuff before you go and bazooka them?
I just want a yes or no. Are you doing this?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Belle dives into the water and swims down through sharks to the crate.
I'm going to try.
Okay, I love it. You're down under the water.
Yes.
Okay, please make a roll.
Okay. I am going to do... Oh, I think drive is specifically for vehicles. Right, the drive skill. Page 47. Okay, I'm going to do nerves and stunt. I think that would be okay.
You showed a lot of nerves and you're pulling quite the stunt.
And I'm also going to spend a second adrenaline. So I will get another +1 to this. I'm rolling a total of 7 dice. Okay, I rolled 2 3s and 2 5s. I'm going to keep the 5s and re-roll. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I got 2 6s and that's it.
Oh, so you have nothing greater than a basic?
I don't.
Oh my
It's not
gosh.
good.
Okay.
I know, Belle might die.
No,
Belle might die.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled because as the GM, I have prepared for this. Okay. I just want to note that as you approach the crate and as you try to be like my crate, the sharks are like my crate. And although you're not gonna be very injured from this, I'm only gonna have you lose 3 grit. You know, I mean, it's not great.
Yeah.
But I just want you to note that you've been nicked by the tooth of a wereshark.
Oh.
So at the end of the adventure, I will have consequences for you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh my god. A canary wolf? A canary wereshark? Canary shark.
Well, were
Shark
means
canary.
person, right? So if you're not even it's just a canary shark.
Maybe a shark 29 days of the month and a canary one.
But I want to be like an itty bitty canary sized shark.
We can have that happen.
Yes, we can have a fishbowl in my puppet. Okay, I've got plans. Anyway, continue, director.
Yes, we're going to quickly... I only have like maybe 10 minutes to do this combat, so I'm going to say, Belle, took your turn. Arik, Muriel, Muse, take a turn. Muriel sounds like you know what you're going to do. So take your turn, Muriel.
And Muriel's got her plan. Muriel's gonna shoot her rocket launcher, which was 9 total.
Yes, at medium range, you get 9 for... You're very good at blowing stuff up, Muriel.
I'm so very good at it.
Sometimes also your friends.
Yes, don't worry about it. Oh, that's so good. Oh. Muriel got 1, 2 3s, 1 6, and then 5 2s.
5 2s?
5 2s.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. They only needed 3 successes, so that's 3 grit damage. 1, 2, 3. That means you popped their first. It's called a hot box, which is a weird whatever.
That's a weird thing to call it. Yes.
You did quite a lot of damage to them, and they're going to do a hot box action when it's their turn.
Oh boy, the
So
drugs
will
got to
Muse.
them.
Arik and Muse, what are you doing?
What are the approximate ranges of sharks to boat to the floating Belle?
You're about 50 meters, 150 feet from the sharks, with water in between you and them. And Belle is underwater with, she was able to spend her turn. You can spend your turn to get a full action, can get you medium range. So she got down there and,
Yeah, then I will, he'll kind of take off his detective jacket and pose on the front of the boat and do a cool to dive in.
Okay, and I recommend doing a dangerous action because they have 9 grit, and we're going to try to get through this battle. Try to do some grit damage, or y'all going to get eaten by sharks.
My powers are close range. I think I have to dive in and close the distance before I can do anything, so I will...
That's a good point. You can quick action get 10 meters closer.
Then I think I got a quick and full to get into to close range.
You can get in melee range after you're full. So if you...
Oh, yeah, then I'll do it.
You'll be you'll end your turn in melee range if you use your full...
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be able to move anyway.
That's true. They are sharks.
And I would like to give them more than one option other than Belle, so she doesn't just get ripped apart. So I will throw myself in the mix.
Oh, we're going to have 2 weresharks.
Probably.
Okay. Noted. You don't even have to, you can actually move. And then if you want to do some kind of roll to accomplish something, you mentioned you were doing cool.
Oh, just the cool James Bond off the dam, off the front of the boat, using the momentum of it to drive him forward.
Yeah, can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
Do you want to roll focus plus detect against the enemy's difficulty to try to find a weak spot?
Ooh, I do want to do that. That is an excellent idea.
I notice you have 3 in focus and 3 in detect.
I sure do. 2 6s, 2 4s, a 2, and a 1. And I can do a reroll to spend the 4s. Now let's spend the 6s. And let's see what we get. Yeah, that is an additional 6. 3 6s, 2 4s, and a 3.
Good. You do spot a weak spot. I'm going to give you some options. You can punch them in the gills. You can zap them with electricity. And the third option is you can get them out of water. If you do any of those things, you'll get a +1 to your roll. And so you've spotted their weak spot. Stab them in the eye, too. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, any chance I can call this out to the team before jumping into the water?
Yeah. Poke them in the eye.
Go for the eyes, boo!
Get rotated, shark. That ends your turn. So remember your +1 when you do any of those types of actions, okay? Muse, what do? We're going to be trying to deal damage. They've got 9 grit, and one of their hotboxes is...
All right. I also unfortunately have to get close to these guys to get them. So, I'm going to shoot them with my boob guns. So this is quite the reveal for 2 of you. You notice that there is a quite sheen to Muse, and her top becomes almost translucent, and her chest becomes guns, and you realize she's maybe not quite human.
Yeah, roll 6 dice for your shoot and nerves at medium range.
Booby guns, let's go.
We've got a cyborg, a canary shark, regular old wereshark, and Muriel.
Muriel's just her own subcategory. I'm thinking I want to do, of course I want to do shoot, but I'm trying to think of like which red one I might want to do. Maybe
Nerves.
Maybe
roll 6 dice total.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, not bad. I got 3 2s, I can tell you that right off the bat, and 2 6s and a 5.
The 3 2s hits. You've done 4 damage to these sharks, everybody.
Pew!
That's really good because they have 9. It's now their turn. It's their first turn, So they are going to activate their first hot box. They resort to unexpected foul play, or they clamp down. You guys are in the water with them. I think they clamp down. They're not going to tip your boat when you're already in the water. Makes sense.
Not all of us. I just want to point out that Muriel is still in the boat. Definitely not in the water.
And should remain so, I think.
Yeah, I would stay there.
Yes.
Noticing that you are swimming towards their crate, one of the sharks break off from the others. It circles the brown square, and it darts forward and rams its head into the brown square. There's a puff of pink water from its gills, and it sinks, unmoving, listless, a few feet. Then it shakes its head and starts swimming again, swimming away from the brown square. It turns, darts forward, ramming into the brown square again. This time, the brown square splits in two. The water gets sparkly with a white cloud. The shark swims into the white cloud. You can't see anything for a second. Then, well, I mean, people underwater probably can. Another shark breaks the surface, and clinging to it is a gnome lady, naked, clinging to the shark. She shouts, "It works! I'm cured!" ecstatically as she breaks the water's surface. Calico Jack gasps. Gasp! There be none other than the gnome I bought drinks for last night to get the map, Muriel, to get the map.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's very ugly naked.
She side-eyes him.
Hey man, if you got it, you flaunt it. You go, girl.
And she's breaking the surface, and the other sharks are going to do a clamp down. They grab hold of the heroes. Heroes who fail a basic reaction roll in brawn and stealth are trapped underwater. So can the ones in the water please do a brawn and force? Wait, no. What did I say? Brawn and stealth. And then if you fail this, you are trapped.
Yeah, can I use Outsmart to make that brawn and no instead?
Yes. Yes, you know to poke him in the eyes.
2 3s, a 6, a 2, and a 5.
2 3s passes. It was only a basic.
Oh, thank goodness, because I rolled 2 2s, a 5, and a 1.
I'm glad you're not drowned by sharks.
Me too.
That's funny, because I also rolled 2 2s, 2 6s, and a 3.
So you are safe. You're all safe. Some of you are on the boat. Some of you are in the water. And you're all safe from these sharks trying to clamp down and drown you. You have one last turn, and then the game will end, because we are out of time. If you beat the sharks, I'll have one ending for you. And if you don't beat the sharks, I'll have a different ending for you. One last turn. Let's go. It's kind of nice that Outgunned has these, like, hey, director, after so many turns, compare this number to that number, and that resolves the combat. Because, like, you know, it's nice.
Muriel's gonna try to do her rocket launcher again.
Boob guns, question mark?
Yeah, boob guns and rocket launcher. Can you all roll your dice, and we'll get around to you. And Belle and Arik, what are you doing on your turn? And roll your dice, and we'll get around to you. Just tell me your results. Like, do all your rerolls and everything. We're almost out of time.
I mean, I'm just going to do the assault rifle canary feathers that now have shark teeth embedded in them.
And Arik, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to full auto and bust out my shadow powers at the sharks and then spend a spotlight, my last remaining, so that it just works.
Can I do that too, actually? I would love to do the same thing as Arik.
Arik doesn't have any spotlight left, and neither do you.
I spent
I thought
one.
we had 2.
I thought you started with 2.
Oh, did you
start with 1?
Start with 1, yeah.
Oh, got you.
wrong.
Okay,
So
never
I got-
mind.
Started with 1 spotlight.
Well, Muriel rolled 4 5s, so
But you can gain a spotlight by saying your catchphrase to conclude an epic scene. Seems appropriate for right now. So use your catchphrase, and I'll give you a spotlight. Okay, so Muriel, will do you first. You deal a lot
Muriel.
of damage. You're kind of the DPS for the group.
Yes, she rolled 4 5s, so I think I succeed again.
Yes, you do 2 damage with that, because it is 1 additional over what they needed. That's very, very good.
Hey, thanks.
They only have 3 left, so as long as your teammates can all do a damage, this battle will conclude successfully. We needed you to do 2, or it wouldn't possibly have happened.
I'm a hero. What can I say? she throws a wink at Calico Jack when she shoots it. She's like, look at this.
He's not looking at the naked gnome at all. He's looking at you.
That's right.
So instead of my spotlight, I will spend an adrenaline for an additional 1. And that gets me.
Well, if you use your
4 4s.
catchphrase, I'll give you a spotlight.
Oh, well, I spent the adrenaline. I got 4 4s. I'm good with it.
Okay.
And it's tough
Yeah.
to talk underwater to issue your catchphrase anyway.
That's true. Describe what happens. You're going to deal 2 damage.
So he's swimming down to protect Belle and recover whatever this crate is, medicine or something that people need. And as the sharks are closing in, he cannot restrain the shadow anymore, and it lashes out in all directions at the sharks.
The sharks are overwhelmed by a darkness they can't see or feel electricity through. They're completely blind for the first time in their lives, and they freak out, and a lot of them scatter.
Seeing Arik's bravery, Belle is going to find the strength within her to also just do her best. That's all she can think about, because for her catchphrase, and she tries to speak it, but she is underwater, but she does her best. And she goes next to Arik and she says, "Freedom is priceless, Arik. We're gonna get out of here." And she does something. She doesn't know what. She's just like going on instinct at this point. But it is she does actually use some of that magic to go and attack some of the other sharks as they're retreating, trying to protect Arik.
Aw. And what's your roll? Or because of the spotlight, you succeed. You deal 1 damage because of the spotlight. Excellent. Muse, wrap it up. What's the end of the battle? There's a few fleeing sharks. What do you do?
Boob guns, obviously. And I got 3 2s.
That's a success.
Yay!
Oh, man.
Yay.
The remaining sharks. Have you ever seen a shark tail whip the water out of exasperation?
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. It's not swimming gracefully and smoothly and calmly. It's rapid shark tail, and it gets out of there. It's okay, I've had enough. And this leaves you with, a gnome. The gnome clings to the side of the sharks, actually. She's out of there. So this leaves you with a giant whirlpool, a Calico Jack apologizing to Muriel, and then the water starts to bubble, and you realize that the ship had air around it, and now it doesn't. And like a spire of wood piercing the water, first the crow's nest, then the mast, then the rest of the ship bobs up to the surface and is listing crazily, but and there's some people in the water, but after a frantic struggle and a lot of ropes being pulled and thankfully some magic from people on deck, the ship does not capsize, and it does lose all of its crates to the ocean below because, the sharks had been nomming on it and stuff and getting them out. And the crates are nowhere to be found. Sorry for Belle and Arik. There's none of that left. But this leaves you on the ocean with a rescued ship and a giant whirlpool marking the location of the lost island of Atlantis. Great job, everybody! I'm going to read some epilogues for you, but first, congratulations!
Yay!
We did it!
Where canary? Where shark canary? Where shark canary?
That was gonna be so cute.
I know. I have plans for the next character description. Oh my gosh.
I have some endings for you. Saving Finn and the Eligud. If they won the combat versus the shark, the Eligud surfaces. Finn Rider, the first mate, is so relieved and happy to see you. My heroes, he shouts. Resolving the whirlpool. You didn't resolve the whirlpool. The whirlpool, present since ages long past, remains undaunted. Maybe in a future adventure you can figure out how to calm the whirlpool and explore the treasures of the lost city of the sunken island of Atlantis. wereshark if they got bit. If anyone got in the water, because they otherwise couldn't reach the long-distance sharks to hit them, and if the shark bites a person, which it did bite Arik and Belle, they are now a wereshark. The next full moon, nothing happens. The day after the full moon, they turn into a shark. And you stay that way all month until the next full moon when you're a biped for a day. You do get shark beast magic, though, which can include, for example, like an astronaut helmet of water around your shark head if you would like. You have full water magic in your shark form only. And Jeffrey Antonio, the newly crowned drug kingpin, does happen to sell the drugs that will cure you of your shark awareness, if you would like. You might have a bit of an in with him, as Muse was the one to first show him the wonderful ways of drugs. Medicine.
Not even sorry for that.
Joining us for this adventure were Muse.
I'm the secret drug lord.
Arik.
Well, that was a swell time, gang.
Muriel.
Well, I'm ready for some more salty smooches.
And Belle.
I'm all wet. And I feel sharky.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.